We live.
Y'all live?
Yeah.
All right, I'm live. All right, here we go, y'all. Welcome to Corey Lee's Boxing. We got special guests, the boxing clinic, and yours truly, Trey X. He's a staple, man, and a couple other guests gonna be coming in a little shortly. They're running behind like I was, but yeah, man. How's everything been going, y'all? Y'all good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So, what's up, Black Horseman? What's good, man?
What's happening, y'all? What's cracking?
Yeah, man. We back again, man. The squad back. Got Cali, yeah. Yo, man. What's up, Cali? All right, but yeah, I hope everybody's doing good, man. I gotta start off with this Eddie Hearn bullshit, dog. Like this shit has been built up. I didn't really want to go too hard on my videos with the same shit, dog. But how do y'all feel about this 70% done shit, man? Black Horseman, I'll let you go first, man.
I think it's 80% bullshit, dog. I don't know what to say about it, man.
What you
You
say?
know,
70% real shit, 80% bullshit.
yeah, man. You know, when it comes to them guys, man, when you got to take this long to accept this amount of money, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, then I heard about some counter offer shit, so I didn't pretty much dismissed it out of my mind. After that, I let off a full clip. I think a couple days ago when it comes to the situation, and we talked quite a bit on my stream about dudes not bossing up and just taking ownership of their own careers and having to answer to somebody. And I just feel bad for Joshua, man. He you know what I'm saying, it's like Eddie Hernan is his daddy, and he just telling him what he can and cannot do. When that all that much money is on the table, man, it shouldn't even be. It should be a no brainer. But whatever, 70% done. Fuck all. That shit sound like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Yeah, shout out Ronald Finkley. He said, let's go. Mike Biggs boxing. He says, what it do? It's the bull. Then Robert Stewart said, what's good, family? The boxing clinic. How are you feeling about the 70% done, man? How you feeling? Did he buy you on it?
No, I don't trust him, but he probably I told people on my channel that he just trying to save face. He just trying to seem like he was part of the deal and he didn't want to be edged out the deal. So he wanted to make it seem like he came on top or he won some type of compromise versus Al Heyman. That's basically what it is. I think the fight gonna end up happening. I really do think it's gonna go down. Unless he come up with some excuse, but I think that he just trying to save face in the negotiations. He didn't want to get dog walked with the $50 million offer. He wasn't expecting that, but I think he can't tell Anthony Joshua not to take 50 million. That's just
Champ
real.
Ross, what's good? Trey X, how you feeling about the 70% done, man? Are you sold on it? How you feeling about it, man?
I mean, shit, I'm with for now, man. 70% is a long way away from 100. And I don't really have a lot.
No, it's only 30%, man.
Yeah, but still though, but like I don't have a lot to add to this, but I will say last time I heard Eddie Hearn putting on percentages out there, he was talking about fighting Wilder before the Parker fight. So when I heard that motherfucker talking about them percentages, that shit don't move me too much.
So yeah, Robert Stewart in the chat says the fight will happen, guys, this year. Wow. So a lot of people are already saying, and a lot of fans on my channel saying that the fight is still gonna happen this year. I'm optimistic to say the least. If he says the fight is 70% done, the boxing clinic, what would your percentage be right now that you have faith that this fight will happen this year? What's your percentage, dude?
70%.
Hell yeah.
70%.
Yo, let me find out you kin to Eddie, man. Tighten up, man.
I'm thinking, man. Only way this fight don't get done, I think it's gonna be 99.9%. To be honest, I think the
So
only way
you
this
got
fight.
99%, 9% chance that the fight will happen this year
Yep, I believe it will.
in
How
the
can you tell?
boxing clinic's eyes.
Yeah, how can you tell this man not to take probably almost $100 million? Anthony Joshua probably was like, man, take that shit. We can beat him. I can't wait till Deontay Wilder knock his ass out though. I swear to God. If it ain't one fight, if it ain't one fight that I just
But
need this
Joe,
fool to
but
pull
how do you
through,
know? But how do you know Deontay Wilder's just gonna knock him out? Deontay Wilder has been sparked
Man, take
by
your ass back to
Melina.
the UK. I
Yo,
already know you better today. I
he
already
been
yo,
know you
sparked by
better than
who?
David Haye.
I mean, I
Hey, I
haven't.
swear
Look.
David Haye looked just like you when they
yo.
did
But
that
this is what
face
I'm
off today.
saying, man.
But you said,
Chance,
y'all
you
hold
couldn't
on.
wait, dog. You was riding up, dog. You couldn't wait to holler at me again, dog.
But
But
y'all
look,
say
this is what I'm
Deontay.
saying, though, dog.
But you
Like,
about to say, I know
you
you about
know,
to say, but you about to say that. But how many times have we heard
what
Anthony
I'm ready to
Joshua?
say then? What I'm ready to say? You don't know
We
what I'm
heard
ready
about
to say.
Water. Water had been dropped units. He fought this guy. He been beat. He been knocked out. At the end of the day, I heard Anthony Joshua was knocked out by so many people. Lawrence O'Callaghan, cruiserweight, the boys, David Price. I mean, golly, he virtually been knocked out more times than David Price has in sparring and shit.
But you gotta understand, though, man. Is this is what I'm trying to get to y'all, man. I understand putting your whole bank account on Wilder, but you gotta
Everybody say they doing
understand.
that.
Jo- so what are you saying then, dog? I mean, that's what I'm hearing, dog. And
No,
then
listen to
Trey
my
X,
word.
and then
Listen
Trey
to my
X
word.
piggybacking,
I said, I
Shit,
hope.
piggybacking ass nigga.
I ain't gonna sell the farm and bet it, but I'm gonna bet a couple of hundred at least.
I ain't gonna sell the form and bet it. You
Yeah,
betting
shit.
ass nigga. What you gonna
I
put up on it?
shit, I bet 200 and a half, two cows and a calf. I ain't tripping.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, this dude got that
Texas
Texas,
shit.
man. That Texas
That
shit,
country
dog.
shit.
Yo, you a slick talking motherfucker, dude.
I'm just saying. Can you tell me what does Anthony Joshua do better? What attribute does he do better than Deontay Wilder? That's a good question.
Well, that's a good question.
But listen, what I'm trying to tell you is, and I'm being honest, man.
Answer
I'm
the
a pretty
man
much.
question. What do
If you
Joshua
let
do
me,
better than Wilder?
all right, let me tell you, dog. What I'm pretty much going on is, pretty much, we understand that, we fully understand that, Deontay Wilder got a bronze medal in the Olympics. We understand that was a long time ago. We understand that Anthony Joshua, he got a gold medal in the Olympics, and on top of that, Anthony Joshua, I mean, you can lean either way with the competition, man, but let me tell you, man, Klitschko ain't an easy out, man. And for him to put Klitschko out, I mean, that wasn't a
That
Tyson
happened.
Fury out. That
That
was
that
like
happened
a
like
out.
7 times before. That happened like 7 times in his career. That wasn't the first, second. That
Hey,
was
Man,
the
it won't
third
the
time he been
first or
put out.
second. It won't the first or second, man. But
Corey Sanders knocked him out in his prime. Come on,
and I,
in half the
I
time.
said that before. But you gotta understand, though, man. You gotta understand. You taking a so pretty much what you're saying right
I'm
now
not
is,
even saying. Go ahead.
would you put Joseph Parker on Luis Ortiz level?
Louis Cheese beat the shit out of Joseph Parker.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hell no.
Joseph Parker last 5 fights was a struggle, bro. That's why I told you Joshua was gonna do what he had to do first. Now I'm gonna tell you this though. I like Vladimir Klitschko, dog, but then he just was struggling with Brian Jennings a couple fights before that, dog. I'm
Hey,
just saying, dog.
hey, speaking of but like with this Klitschko, did y'all see this video that circulated with Anthony Joshua meeting up with Klitschko in this arena, like this big ass stadium out there in the UK?
It's a
It's
documentary they
almost
doing. They're doing a documentary about when they fought at Wembley a year
oh
ago.
okay. I thought they was
Oh
like
wow.
almost like they're getting ready to throw a rematch or something like that. I'm like, man, this motherfucker about to duck the Wilder fight to do a rematch with this
No,
fool.
no, they're
That's what I
doing a
thought that was.
documentary.
Oh,
They're doing
okay.
a documentary on that. That's all that was.
I was about to say, man. I was like, man, if this motherfucker ducked that 50 million to rematch this fool, man. Shit,
But
I
you
don't want
gotta
to
Hey,
see
understand.
nothing.
But you gotta understand, man. When it comes down to this type of boxing shit, man, you gotta understand, man. This game does not wait for no man. You know what I'm saying? So if the fight doesn't happen this year, who's to say that Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua don't get clipped? You know what I'm saying? It's not a foregone conclusion
and that's my
that
issue. That's my
that
problem.
every single heavyweight is gonna win every single fight back to
That's tough to
back.
do.
We want them to do it, but in the heavyweight division, it's the toughest division out of them all, man, because all it takes is one shot, man. One shot and it's a wrap for you and your career, man. It's a
Wilder,
done deal.
Wilder, different beast, bro. Different beast. That man, he not gonna he can't fuck with Wilder, bro. I'm telling you
But
right
listen,
now,
all I'm
can't fuck
trying
with
to
him.
tell you is, all I'm trying to tell y'all is, man, the facts are, Molina hurt him. You know what I'm saying? And he's been hurt, in numerous fights before this, you know what I'm saying? But nobody was able to finish Wilder when they had him hurt. Luis Ortiz had him hurt in that memorable 7th round, you
Has
know?
anybody dropped him?
Yes, he's
No.
been dropped. Yes, he's
Yeah,
been
one guy.
dropped.
Yeah, one guy
He's
dropped
been
him. One guy
dropped.
dropped him
Yes.
early in his career.
Trey X,
Early in his
yes, he's
career.
been. You
Oh
know who the
shit.
fuck? You know
Yeah.
who the fuck you talking to, dog? I missed the boxing, dog. Don't fuck with me, dog. You walking up the wrong tree.
Talking to the
Yeah, I
weakest
know that
nigga
shit,
on
dog.
YouTube.
I called Joe bluff, nigga. What's happening?
Hold on.
No
All I
cuss
know is
coming at
Man.
all I know. Why the legs wasn't open? Like he was about to get popped like a freak, like Joshua's was. That nigga legs was
Yo,
open and shit.
Carl Burrell, what's happening, man? With Ronald Finkley, what's happening? Ronald Finkley said, bang, Corey Boxing on all social medias, man. I appreciate that shit, man. For real, man. Robert Stewart says, I got a question for this chat. If the fight happens this year, how many pay-per-view buys will the fight do in America?
man.
Wow,
It,
that's
de-
a
I
great,
see 2 million,
great
man.
question,
A
Robert
grip,
Stewart.
nigga.
Trey X,
it,
we'll let you go first since you're the betting man. Go ahead, man.
I see 2 million, bro. I think a lot of people are underestimating the type of attention that this fight can draw. You know what I'm saying? So that's my answer. I see 2 million buys.
You said 2 million buys.
At least. That's what I see, bro.
That
All
nigga
right,
said at least.
so Black Horseman, how you feeling about it? How many buys?
I mean, it's got to be up there, close to what Trey said. I mean, because Wilder, he gonna go to all the different platforms to promote it. The Breakfast Club, what I'm saying, Hot 97. He gonna do what he gonna go everywhere he need to go. He gonna go out there to UK and you know what I'm saying, to promote it. And it's gonna be big, bro. It's gonna be big. I think, like Trey said, a lot of people sleeping on this shit, bro. It's gonna be up there around 2 million. I agree with Trey.
And
All right,
another
boxing
reason I
clinic.
say that is because the
Oh, go ahead.
heavyweight division just seems to be able to capture the imagination of the public more so than other divisions. You know what I'm saying?
So
From
you
my
said 2 million Black Horseman?
I'm saying somewhere up in there. I know definitely over like probably 1.5. You know what I mean? Somewhere up in there. It's gonna make a lot, bro. It's gonna do a lot. I feel.
Hey man, hey man, hey man. Martin Luther King had a dream. Hey, boxing clinic. Go ahead, man. What's happening?
I can't even give you a number. I don't know. It depends on how they market it, man. It really
Yeah,
depends on how they
like I
market this
agree, but
fight.
and I think Deontay gonna
Nah, Black
he gonna go
Horseman
hard
said
to
two
promote it.
million, man. So we going on 2 million.
I mean, I don't see 2 million. It could.
Nah,
It could
we going
if
on
me and
two
if
two
they bring
million.
back a real
Hey, boxing clinic, 2 million. Ah, fuck. Here we go with that bullshit again, man. Here we go with that bullshit. MBT Boxing, what's happening, man? What's good? MBT Boxing. This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and I'm back with another banger. Wow. Aha, thank you. Hey man, this shit's crazy. It's going down again, man. But what I was gonna tell y'all, Black Horseman, is $2 million, man. You think it's gonna be 2 million? Is that the narrative? 2 million?
I said around like it's definitely gonna be over a million, like 1.5 somewhere up in there. But I think if they do a good job, and like I said, I think Deontay Wilder, he gonna do whatever he need to do to big this fight up. I think it's a huge fight, man, because
Yeah,
people, you gotta understand, UK fans too.
yeah.
I mean, you said if it's gonna be in America, so you're talking about American pay-per-view buys, UK pay-per-view buys. It's gonna be huge, man. This is a huge, mega heavyweight fight. You know what I'm saying? And this is the fight that you don't want to miss. So it's like everybody gonna be trying to see this shit. So I
So
And
let
think if
me
then
you do,
read.
like,
let me throw something in real quick, bro.
Go
And
ahead.
another reason why I say that is because I already got casual boxing fans asking me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got people that I didn't even know watch boxing, bro. They coming up asking me about this fight in particular, and I don't remember that shit happening since Pacquiao and Mayweather. That's a big reason why I say that.
What you got to say, boxing clinic?
gotta wait and see. I ain't making no predictions.
Hey, let me read out
Premier
some of
Box
the chats, man. The
Hold on
chats.
real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Bro. Premier Boxing champions suck at marketing their fighters. I will
That's
say
what
that.
I'm saying. That is, I agree with you 1,000% on that one, boxing clinic.
If
I
they gonna
mean,
put
I
50
thought
million
I was
up,
the
they better
only
run.
dude. I thought I was the only dude saying that. They're like Oscar De La Hoya is a pretty good promoter. You know, PBC is a pretty good promoter. I'm like, where?
Ain't
Where,
nobody
dog?
market their fighters like they used to. But I will say this: if you giving a motherfucker 50 million to come over here, I bet they gonna get it. You gonna see Al Heyman diddy bopping in the press conference. Come watch this fight. All he gotta do is interview. It'll sell a million just off that. If Al Heyman say, "I'm gonna do an interview at the end of this fight," I guarantee you it sell a million just for him saying that.
If who? If Al Heyman say it?
Yeah, if he do an interview, yeah.
Oh, that's what I was trying to tell my people. I was trying to tell my people that they were like, you know, they were listening to they were casual fans and they were listening to like some of our videos that we made. And they were like, who is Al Heyman? I've heard of him a lot, but I have never seen him before. I'm like, you ain't gonna see him.
You seen his fighters though. You
I
seen his
said, you ain't
fighters.
gonna see him, dog. I said he's never done an official interview ever. And they're like, never? And I'm like, no, not that I've ever seen. And I've been through YouTube searching everywhere. And I've been in other places searching for an interview. The only time that they got Al Heyman on a semi-recording is when Nestor Gibbs from the Boxing Voice had him recorded in the hallway of a Barclays Center event. And that's the only time that they got Al Heyman on video talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I was trying to tell my friend too. I said, you know, there's some cheesy ass boxing, you know, promoters in this game, like Bob Arum, like you know, Oscar De La Hoya, maybe even Kathy Duva, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, people are in and out of her, you know, stable like a swinging door, you know what I'm saying? And my personal opinion is if 250 fighters have nothing bad to say about you, you gotta be doing something right. There's something that you've got to be doing right. Out of 250 fighters, I haven't heard one say anything bad. And if they have said something bad, like maybe a James DeGale, they went right back. They went back banging on his door when they lost his belt and didn't have a rematch clause, and Al Heyman got him one. James DeGale was never supposed to get that rematch fight and that Truax fight. But Al Heyman pulled some plugs, man. And he knows higher ups, dog. And he got him that rematch, man. Yeah. And he got him his belt back. But if it went, and he left Al Heyman to go to Frank Warren on that one. That shows you the man Al Heyman is, dog. And that's a lower tier fighter. James DeGale is peanuts compared to the whole scheme of things. Let's be honest now. If he's doing that for a lower tier fighter, what the fuck you think he gonna do for Deontay Wilder? And that's my call.
Yeah, we was talking about Heyman earlier, man. You know, shout out to Spence, man. I was talking about him yesterday as well because, you know, he was bigging up Al Heyman actually, and he was just talking about how from jump, Al Heyman been, you know, teaching him how to be a boss and, you know,
Who said that?
Errol Spence.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, in his press conference yesterday, you know, after he got out of press conference, he went Instagram live and he bigged up Al Heyman, said that from jump, Al Heyman been showing him how to be his own boss, not just, you know, be up under somebody. You know what I'm saying? He said that's why he fuck with Al Heyman. So, you know, Al Heyman's one of them guys you're not gonna see him, but you see who he is through all the fighters, through all the money that these fighters is making, and you don't hear his fighters complain.
My personal opinion about Al Heyman, y'all, is I think Al Heyman does more for the boxers outside of the ring. And I'm just being honest. I'm being honest with you. I think Al Heyman does more for the boxers outside of the ring than he can ever do for a fighter inside of the ring. Because let's be honest, at the end of these boxers' careers, 9 times out of 10, and almost 10 times out of 10, they're going to get that loss, dog. It's coming. It's like a shark in that goddamn water, dog. You can avoid that bitch, but eventually that motherfucker's going to bite you. And that's how the fucking game go in boxing, man. They might look good while they're in their prime, man. But I've yet to see, you know, a Joe Calzaghe comes around once in a lifetime. A Mayweather comes around once in a lifetime. You know, that white boy Joe Calzaghe, you say what you want about him, but he's got a Roy Jones Jr. under his belt. He's got a Bernard Hopkins under his belt. And after that, those two fighters went on to do other things too. Bernard Hopkins winning and won more titles after that. So it wasn't they were that washed up. You know what I'm saying?
He beat an undefeated Lacey too, right? Jeff Lacey, didn't he beat him?
Yeah. And
When he
he
was
beat
undefeated.
Chris Eubank and he beat Chris Eubank Sr. You know, I mean, obviously he beat some of the fighters on the tail end of their career, but you can't help, you know, the way God has, you know, the shit set up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, the legacy in the you know, the years that they're coming in boxing, it happens to just fall in their hands like that. You know what I'm saying? As Joe Kawasaki was climbing into the ranks, I feel like Joe Kawasaki was going like this, and Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. Well, I wouldn't say both, because Bernard Hopkins kind of went like this. He kind of dipped back and then went back up. Like, he had a couple of those in his career. But Roy Jones, I feel like he was on after that Joe Kawasaki, really after the Tarver fight, he was on a crash course. And I mean, to be honest with you, a lot of these fighters do not know when to hang it up, man. At some
Roy
point
Jones,
in time.
No, when Roy Jones went to heavyweight, but even without the title fight, when he went to heavyweight, he should have stayed there. When he came back down in weight, that was the wrap. It didn't care. It didn't matter who he fought. He was getting knocked out. He lost his prime by going up all the way up, putting about 20, 30 pounds of muscle on, then coming all the way back down. That's what took his prime away. Seriously.
He was dominant for too long, man. And then he tried to
It's
go
not even
up,
that.
and then
He should never shot. He should never shot back up that high. That weight is what really did. He went from 175 to 199 pounds, and he put all muscle on. That's 24 pounds of muscle he put on. And then he took all the, you know how hard it's to put muscle on and then take it off? He looked so terrible in the Tarver fight, the rematch. He looked terrible.
Felt like he was weight drained?
It wasn't that he weight drained. He did something dumb. He put 24 pounds of muscle on, pure muscle. Oh. Then came all the way back down after that. He was never going to be the same. That's hard to do. Anybody that work out know that. That's hard to do.
But you know what? That's why I can give David Haye props, man. Shout out David Haye. Got this fight coming up. I will be televised. I was ready to say televised. Hell no.
You get your shit. Copy rich strike immediately, nigga. Super strike.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, but yeah, I will be having that live David Haye Bellew fight on live. I will be, you know, commentating, and all the guys will be here probably commentating, you know, if they're free. But yeah, pretty much I can respect David Haye, the boxing clinic, because when he went to, you know, from cruiserweight to heavyweight, he never went back down to cruiserweight. And I think that was a really good.
He ain't stupid. That's stupid.
What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Eddie Chambers dropped back down to cruiserweight.
Eddie Chambers is a small heavyweight. He should have. I don't think Eddie Chambers should have been a heavyweight.
It didn't work for him though. It didn't work for him. He got his ass whooped twice at cruiserweight.
This nigga
he got his ass whooped. He got his ass whooped in heavyweight.
But then I'm just saying, he went down. It didn't make a difference.
And Anthony Joshua told him he's a superior black race.
I don't think he said that shit. I'm sorry. I know he ain't say no dumb shit like that. Now, if it was a DM to like Deontay Wilder, I'm like, okay, I believe it. He ain't say no dumb shit like that. Mike Perez went down the way. It didn't work for him.
That's just like the guy that comes in my chat sometimes. His name is Anthony Joshua. Then we got another guy named Al Heyman. I'm like, dude, where do y'all get these names from, dog? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing, dog? Y'all got like all these like stars names, dog, and y'all got like 2 subscribers. Fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here, dog. I mean, they be cool. Don't get me wrong, they be cool as shit. They don't be trying to, you know, cause no drama in the chats or nothing, but it's just like, you idolizing them or what? Like Al Heyman, do you know him?
You can't be Al Heyman and have 2 subs though. That shit don't work though. You can't be Anthony Joshua with 1 sub.
that nigga
hey, do you know the Al Heyman interview could get you, dog?
Oh my!
That shit probably be worth millions, dog.
That's what I was telling my people. That's what I was telling my people. Bro. I was like, yo, they asked me, they was like, what if you started doing interviews? You think you would get it? I'm like,
that's the only interview I want. That's the only interview I want, bro. That's the only interview I want. I won't even put it on YouTube. I'll sell it. I'll sell it to ESPN, Sports Illustrated.
One day I'm gonna change my my YouTube profile pic to Al Heyman. I'm gonna do my live stream and I'm gonna be talking and shit. Niggas gonna think it's Al Heyman talking.
Oh, okay, casual boxing talk, clickbait king. You coming for the clickbait king?
Who? Oh, hey yo, that's crazy too, yo. I never heard that dude talk casual boxing or whatever. I heard a lot of people in my chat talk about that dude. I accidentally clicked one of his videos for the first time today, yo. I swear to God,
this shit
dog.
Crazy, dog.
I'm like, this dude. The first 5 minutes, I'm at work like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
It's casual. Hey, like he was beefing with us, nigga. I was going hard on his ass. He was like, it's casual boxing talk. Every time he get a fight won, he got to make an excuse about that shit.
Yo, he named off, dog. He named off everybody that I be on the videos with. He named off like 78, Fanon, like everybody like around me, like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
then he tell him, then he say, and then when the Broner fight, he said, if I see y'all niggas at the Barclays Center, y'all ain't getting do shit at the Barclays Center. I said, you right, you dumb nigga. In New York, that's the most fucking police area ever, nigga. It's like 1,000 police wherever you go. Of course you gonna feel all tough and shit.
That dude, why? That dude, why? And I was checking his comments too, right? And I'm like, let me see what fake ass fan up in this comment section riding with this dude, man. Let me see who up on this joint, dog. I ain't really see nobody I knew, man, but to be honest with you, man, like I said, man, he's able to voice his opinion, do what he wants, man. But I just feel like he takes it outside of boxing. You know what I'm saying? He goes to like another level, you know, about, you know, cooning and, you know, guys are cooning.
He just started doing that because they ganging up on him because of the clickbait that nigga doing. Dog, he be like, Earl Spence, you know, drops.
Yo, he got me on. He got me on clicking. He got me on the Deontay Wilder finds out that Al Heyman is getting over on him or some shit. I'm like, what?
There'll be no sources to it. It'll be no sources. It'll be no links. And then he get to the video and he'll say shit about it until like the very, very end. Like he really, really diabolical about how the fuck he do his videos.
Yo, when I knew he shot, cause when he shouted out the guy Sean Newton, I think his name is.
Yeah, I'm cool with him.
That dude Sean Newton, but like Ronald Finkley, or no, hold on, not Trey X. Fucking Cali Enigma, dog. It was Blood Boxing was on my channel. Somebody was on my channel, and they were like, yeah, get him the fuck out of here. I don't want to see him on here.
That was Santee.
Santee Walden was like, get him the fuck out of here, right? I didn't touch anything. This nigga Cali was like, all right, hold on. This nigga went into the chats personally and got his ass up out of here. He said, all right, he done. I'm like, yo, I didn't even do nothing. He said, no, I did it.
Yeah, man. It's a few of them, dog. Like, I mean, he don't disrespect me none. I don't play that shit. I tell a nigga in the comment section, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yo, Cali went hard on with like one dude. Like the one dude said something to Cali one day, and he was like, "Yo," he was like, "Yeah, Cali, you shaking over there? I see you getting nervous or some shit." And like, no, like I swear to God, like I'm reading the comments out, right? Just all I'm doing is reading the shit to Cali, right? Cali like immediately fires on this nigga. He like, yo, shut the fuck up, you bitch ass nigga. The fuck you talking about? The fuck you? I'm like, yo, Cali, chill. You know this dude? It's Esco. Chill, yo. Hold on.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I'm like, yo, and then Esco even says it himself. He's like, yo, chill. I guess niggas like they so used to goddamn trolls on this YouTube shit. Hey, dog, that shit gets crazy.
I look at every comment too. I got a lot of them, and I see the trolls. I just be like,
I got a video. I got my like one of my highest grossing videos. It's got like 50,000 views. It's a Gervonta Davis against Wilder. That shit had over like 200 comments. At some point, that shit kept popping up on my screen. I said, fuck it. I ain't really
want me to tell you a secret? Want me to tell you a secret real quick? Go download YouTube Studios. It's way more convenient than going. Yeah. I mean, all your comments line up. You slip if you don't download YouTube Studios. I can do everything from the YouTube Studio app.
The Creator Studio, yeah, from the
Creator Studio app. That's what I use. Help manage your page a lot better.
The trolls ain't got too bad yet, man. So we're gonna download that in due time, man. But you know, right now
you gotta get Gregory Wyatt. That nigga undisputed with that wrench, nigga. Like I don't even be seeing the trolls. I don't even be seeing the trolls. That nigga be timing niggas out so quick. I be like, oh, somebody must have been tripping. I be having so many wrenches in my comments. You know what I'm saying? My wrench
shout out Larissa Johnson in the chat, man. Larissa Johnson, she's new casual to the group, but she's a woman and she be on that shit, dog. She be quick, yo. I'm like, yo, last week when we had that fight, right? It's a dude that me and Trey X knew because I called him Mitsubishi. And he's like, motherfucker, his name ain't Mitsubishi. I'm like, well, shit, Trey X, what is his name? He like, shit, I don't know, but I know it ain't Mitsubishi. I said, yo, this nigga wilding, yo. Then he started talking shit about me, and then Larissa just timed him out just like that. I'm like, well, damn, what did he do? Like, because you know what's so crazy too? I will tell y'all about these trolls that 1 week they'll be good, and then you'll touch a nerve or you'll touch a subject, and then the next week it's like they're a whole new person, yo. I'm like, yo, I remember you from last week. We had a good conversation, yo. What happened? Like, you know, like, did we say something wrong about
niggas?
Joshua?
When you make niggas face the wall, man, they come back and learn. You get on that act right, bro. Niggas time them niggas out and face the wall, and they come back. But some of them will just hit the thumb down, and then you know what I'm saying, they'll just like, you know, hang in the background and don't say no shit so they don't get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? That's how some of them trolls roll.
Hey, you know what I noticed about that Sean Newton motherfucker though? Like, I don't know him like y'all do. I don't really know shit about him, but that motherfucker didn't even hit dislike on the videos, man. So they had me thinking that he wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I was wrong.
Hey, man, just because the motherfucker don't hit dislike don't mean he ain't disliking it internally.
Yeah.
That motherfucker might have more shit up his sleeve than the dislike button. Believe that. Believe that, dog.
It's one button that can shut your whole channel down, bro.
Remove, nigga.
No, that's one button. I got another channel. I'd have been through that shit before, dog. YouTube is terrible. I'm not even gonna put it out there on air, cause that's gonna give motherfuckers some ideas or some shit.
Yeah, slip that shit in the hangout.
Yeah. Slip that in the hangout, dog. We got that backdoor action for that shit, dog.
Yeah, nigga.
But yeah, back to boxing though, y'all. Pretty much what I want to talk about, man, is, you know, with the whole Deontay Wilder situation, man. I know all you guys in the chat really want to see this fight, man. We've been talking about it week in and week out, You know, I think it's finally time that something happens, man. And I think this week coming up, after this weekend of fights, I think this week coming up, like starting on Monday, I think we're gonna start really getting to the nitty gritty. Because to be honest with you, y'all, a fight's got to be, you know, announced by one of the fighters coming up soon, because I know they're gonna try to get a fight in for the summertime. You feel me?
Yeah. Whoever's in the wings and Brazil is in the wings. Okay, they should just have them.
I don't like. Oh yeah, had them fight.
Brazil is a fucking fag, bro. I don't care nobody. I can't stand this little bitch ass.
Brazil got a restraining order against Deontay Wilder and pressed charges on him, and said his wife was he said his wife is torn for life because she saw his husband get hit by Deontay Wilder in his
scarf for life. Shut that shit.
That's what she said, dog. Seriously.
You see him get punched in the ring all the time.
He's a heavyweight fighter, dog. He's a heavyweight fighter talking like this.
Look. He get punched in the ring all the time. You go to his fight, so what the fucking difference is?
That shit sounds silly, dog.
He said his wife got scarred, and she said she has that. He said he's this, and I quote Dominique Brazil. He says, when they did that to me, I seen a look on my wife's face that I have never seen before in my life.
Bitch ass nigga, dog.
Get the gun, G.
Get the strap, right. Get the strap. Hey, that's some shit. Like, that shit remind me of some comedian said some shit about that. Like, he, after getting his ass, he said he got knocked out, or he just got what? He just got punched by that fool Wilder?
Hey, y'all don't let Corey.
They said his brother punched him.
Hey, the first show
I heard his brother punched him too.
Oh, okay. Wilder's brother punched him.
Hey,
okay.
That's what I heard. The brother punched him.
Hey, the first show I did with Corey, he was trying to tell me Dominique Brazil beats Deontay Wilder. So y'all
what the fuck? Hey, come on, dog. You said a lot of cheesy shit, dog. That's one of them, dog. Get the fuck out of here with this shit, dog. That shit ain't never been on wax on my show, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You got me all the way fucked up with Suleiman. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, dog.
Suleiman been with y'all that long?
Nah, yeah. Suleiman been with us. See, he been in the chats for a long time, and then one day, I never forget it. Me and Trey X we were like certain subjects. Me and Trey X used to get like real like competitive on, you know, certain shit. And I think it was around the Lucas Brown Dylan White fight. Like we got super competitive about shit about push-ups and doing shit like that. And then we did like a post-fight joint. And then Suleiman one night was just like, "Yo, send me the link. I gotta talk. I want to talk about this." Like he just came out of nowhere, and we were just like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So we just went out on a
Hey,
limb. Yeah, we just but I knew Suleiman from another show I used to be on. I used to be on Ringside Reporter, you know,
you talking
and
about with B?
yeah, like they used to let me like you know do a whole like little segment type deal. They used to give me a lot of time to talk, dog. Like I'm talking about like 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And like and then that's what catapulted me to do my own show because the love that I got from them, you know what I'm saying? And they were like they didn't even see my face or nothing. They just was like, yeah, it was like, yeah, Beebs was like, yeah, you know, because I knew Beebs back from the Boxing Voice when I used to call in over there. And me and Beebs had always talked. And then when he left, because let me tell y'all right now, because I had called in one time to tell Ness, you know, to stop bullying motherfuckers. And I'm like, pick on somebody your own size. And this was Border Wars 1 when they did that shit. I'm like, dude, I'll fight you. And then he started looking at my Instagram and shit. He like, I ain't fighting no young niggas. And then he was just like, because I was like, yo, you bullying everybody, and the reason why you're like 1 for 6 on cast members, dog. Every cast member or every co-host you get on your show, they leave. And I never says nothing bad about another show, but it is what it is, man. You know, it's something about that. You know what I'm saying? When you got 6 or 7 co-hosts that leave, you got Wingy, you got Joe Habib, you know, you got Ringside Robbie. You know what I'm saying? And this is like stuff like that. Like guys are not leaving your show because you know it's something's wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you got to start checking yourself, you know? But that's a whole nother air and that's a whole nother time, man. But that's how I got started with this box shit, you know, with me doing my own show and shit like that. Like when I started ripping for like 25, 35 minutes, and I just like I would replay it the next day. And I'm like, damn, they let me rip for like 40 minutes. And I'm like, man, I'm like, shit, I'm almost on an hour on their show, I know I could do it on my own, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, you
Wow, the
know,
history of Corey Lee boxing and shit,
yeah.
the evolution and shit. That's what's up.
Nah, this shit is it's been a long time coming, man. I've been in the trenches for a while, dog. I've been in the trenches, you know, since at least about
You sound like a foot soldier that got promoted to team leader or supervisor.
Evolution of Corey Lee boxing.
This motherfucker went from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2 and shit.
This nigga said.
Stay.
And they gave us a whole history lesson and shit in the
but I
chat.
Had
mean,
this nigga running his own
good,
shit, got
Hey,
moderators.
that's
That's
cool
what's
to
up,
know
though,
though,
Doc.
man. I used
That's
to
what's up.
listen to all that nigga shows and shit. I just stopped listening to the Boxing Voice. I just got busy. But
yeah, I mean,
him and Beef used to.
like Ness still follows me on Instagram and he still likes my pictures. Like he still like one of my pictures, you know, like, you know, a couple days ago, I seen it said Nessa Gibb liked your post. And it's like me and him still cool, but I feel like at that present time, I had to check him. And that's when I called in and when I checked him, it wasn't nothing about the show. It was about me and him. And right after I did that, dog, Joe Habib and Ringside Robbie left that show. They left that show because it was right around the Adrian Broner Marcus Madonna fight. And that's when I called in and I said
Man,
that shit. That shit's
Corey, you
still
would
on
have
there.
got your ass knocked out. It would have been a young nigga talking about world star.
Well, Trey.
All right, nigga.
That's before Nesta got in shape though. So he got out. That's before he was still chubby.
But no, I mean, like I said, man, me and Nessa good now, but it's just like at a certain point back then, he was just going off on his co-host.
So Ringside Robbie, that nigga voice used to annoy me.
I know.
Well, you know, he had a good knowledge, but
when Ringside
I
Robbie
never got
talk,
into that shit, bro.
it's not like when Ringside Robbie talk, it's like he got like a little brother in him sometimes. Like he got a little
niggas thought he was like 12 years old. They were like, he was like 12 years old.
Like he like this old ass, you can tell like he like this old ass white guy, right? But it's like he says some of the most craziest shit. He's like, because this one guy comes in like legendary boxer. He comes in and calls in a channel, and he was talking about the guys.
My subscribers.
Yeah, he was talking about one of the guys from 10 Count, and he was like, you know, Monterio or something. He was like, yeah, he's a bitch ass motherfucker, and you know, Ringside Robbie was just like, why don't you tell him that? Well, this ain't his show. This ain't his show. And I'm just like, this dude like 70 and he's just going hard on these callers, dog.
The funniest one was Stuart. Hey, the funniest nigga on there was Stuart Little, dog. I knew him personally, dog.
Oh yeah, I miss him, man. Where
I
has he
don't,
been
I don't
at,
know.
man?
He my friend on Facebook. I ain't seen shit from him
Some of
though.
these guys, that's what I'm saying. Like some of these, and that's another co-host that Nessa had. I can't even name all the ones he's had, dog. I lost count after like 8. You know, now he's got a whole new crew. I never even heard about them in
Me neither.
2014 when
And
I used to call in.
my man, he told me why he stopped coming on the Boxing Voice too. Stuart, he had DM me and
But
shit.
yeah, this show ain't about a boxing voice. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. You know, I still got love for Nesta Gibbs and all of that. But I'm more of like a anti-bullying guy. Like, you know, if I see some bullshit going down, nobody on the show spoke up about anything. They just kept letting it ride. And I knew that shit was beating Joe Abib up because he's not that type of guy to let something like that ride forever. You know what I'm saying? He's got that Boston in him, you know, and that's where my family's from. You know, they're from Boston. So I'm just like, you know, damn, you know, what kind of situation? And he was in a fucked up situation. He made a video about it and everything. And I was just like, you know, damn, man, you know, I wish I could help but at that time I didn't have no platform and I really wasn't even looking to be on no platform back then. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna let them handle it like men. And you know, like I said, I still respect Ness. He still gotta, you know, feed his family and shit like that and do what he gotta do. But you know, with the whole, you know, having 8 co-hosts and shit like that. Like if I get in an argument with one of you guys and I'm done, like off air, I'm gonna be like, yo, you know, that shit just boxing. Like Suleiman hit me up off air so many times. I'm like, dog, it's just boxing, dog. Like, it's not that serious, man. Like, you know, and you know, I understand once you start making money and shit like that, the shit starts getting to another level, and you know, you start having to divvy the money up, or however you do it, or you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And you know, like Joe Habib said, I'm not even making money for this, and this guy's coming at my neck. You know, and I can understand him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, that's their show. I respect their show. They put in a lot of hard work. I'm not taking anything from them. But at one day in 2014, I did have to check Ness. Yes, I did. And I did.
Got the year and everything.
Yup. And I'll never forget that because I think after that, Ness still followed me on Facebook. Ness still followed me on Instagram. And we were still cool after that. But I just felt like, yo, it was just like a whole rundown, dog. I can't even describe. You know how you so mad at somebody and you just say what's on your mind, but then when you try to repeat it, you can't even repeat it because it's like it just came off the top.
Into that energy, yeah.
You know, because
they say Danny Garcia and Sean Porter should be announced soon. Steven Espinoza and Weasel knows ass. Just came across my news feed.
So listen, that's what I'm saying about the Danny Garcia, man. My personal opinion, man, is I would really like to see, you know, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fight, man. But I would really like to see the winner fight Earl Spence, man. We got to get some heat in this 147-pound division. This 147-pound division, man, I feel like the heavyweights, there's more competition in the 147 than there is in heavyweights, and heavyweights are taking over. And there's only really 2 heavyweights, to be honest, to be completely honest with you.
That shit's sad, though, man.
You know, I'm being honest,
they should have a contract in place for them to fight Earl Spence. What they going to do is, we wait for Keith Thurman to come back. Watch the winner. Or they going to rematch each other, or they going to wait. We'll wait for Keith Thurman to come back. I wouldn't want to fight the real champ. He going to fight Earl Spence.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Like, you know, Earl Spence will fight anybody, but at the end of the day, man, you don't want to be fighting everybody. And then by the time you get all your hard fights in, you know, by the time you start making real money, you fighting these stars. You know, Danny Garcia took the easy route. You took the hard fight. By the time y'all ready to fight, you're blown the fuck up. You'd have been in wars. You know what I'm saying? And Earl Spence is one of those type of fighters where he gets in wars. I'm being honest with you. So if he were to fight Danny Garcia, it'd be a war. If he were to fight a Keith Thurman, it'll be a war.
He'll stomp a mud hole in any one of them motherfuckers.
And there's Trey X.
Hey, so Corey Lee, you feel like it's smarter for these fighters to take the harder fights late than to get them out of the way? Like, okay, see, like Wilder, like he took he took some hard fights. You know what I mean, he fought Ortiz, but it's just like, I mean, that may not be a good example, but like, do you feel like that's it's smart for them to take the the easy fights first and then do the hard fights late? I mean, if they're in their
Nah,
prime and they feeling strong,
this is what it is. This is what it is. Mayweather said it best. About the whole Javante Davis and Mayweather situation. At first, he changed his narrative after Javante Davis said all that outlandish shit about him. But before Javante Davis disrespected the living shit out of Mayweather, he pretty much was just like, we're gonna take the hard fights when we want to take the hard fights. Pretty much is what Mayweather was saying. And what I took from that is he was trying to look out for his fighter. And then literally the very next fight, he said, "We're ready for Lomachenko and we're in negotiations."
yeah,
I'm
right.
just, I'm just like, yo, you just said that you were gonna, you were gonna be cool with, you were gonna, protect your fighter and you were gonna do this, and that just goes to show you, man, when you piss Mayweather off, he's a two-headed monster, man. He'll be your nicest friend one day and be your worst enemy the very
No,
next day.
they ain't got that. That's a bad example.
But
When
no, but I'm,
a motherfucker come out and say you set him up, you know what I'm saying? You done gave this dude cars and jewelry and shit.
yeah, but
You
see,
done looked out for the little motherfucker, man. Hell no. When a nigga bite the
my
hand that feed him,
but see,
you
my
gotta dry him out, dog.
But see, my personal opinion about that is, man, I think Javante Davis was wrong about that.
He probably was, but he ain't
Yeah,
the
he went
only
about it the
one.
wrong way.
He did, but he wanted the Latanya Jones shit, talking shit about TMT. Luis Arias talking shit about on the way out. All the fighters in there talking shit about him,
Nah,
dog.
Lewis Ayers, he talked shit when he was still under promotions.
Yeah,
That's
that's why they
why
got rid of
that's
him.
why
They
they
got no.
got rid
He
of him.
said,
Oh, I
he
didn't know
said they
that.
got rid. No, they said he got rid of them because of the Hakeem Robin thing. Remember when Hakeem Robin's son sued Floyd Mayweather for putting the footage and forcing him to be in the dog cage, whatever they call that shit, dog house.
Dog
And when it
shit.
came to Luis Arias, he took the Rodman side because that's who brought him to the Mayweather gym. And then when they did that, they dropped him because he took Hakeem Rodman's side, his son's side.
What's up, World Breaker Fighting? What's up, Alex Santos? What's up, everybody in the chat? Champ Ross, NBT Boxing, Ronald Finkley, Robert Stewart, Timmy Diamonds, everybody, Larissa Johnson. How's everybody doing today? Matthew Valentine. But yeah, what I want to say to rebuttal on that is, what I'm pretty much trying to tell you, back promotions, is, with the whole Earl Spence is, it's good to take some of your hard fights, while you're young. And but you don't want to take all of them while you're young. You don't want to face 10 Earl Spences. I mean, you don't want to face 10 Kell Brooks in a row. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might beat him, 8 out of 10 times, but you're gonna take some serious punishment. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being honest with you. You might think that, Kell Brook got stopped, and you might think that, Kell Brook, pretty much quit or what have you, may. But I have you may, and this is on file, and this is on record, ladies and gentlemen. Hear me clearly. Earl Spence has been on record saying that was the hardest fight that he's ever been in, and that he was hurting, his neck was hurting 2 weeks after that fight was over.
But then again, you gotta look at it this way: if you only fighting 2 times a year, fuck want to see you fight a cupcake once a year. I mean, we only getting you fighting
Yeah,
the two
but
times.
see,
So,
Earl
but if
Spence
he,
is fighting 3 times.
well, that's this year. He fought one time, like last year or the year after last. Yeah, last year he fought one time. So if you
But
want fighting once or twice a year, I mean, how you gonna build a fan base like that? Mayweather built the fan base by consistently fighting early on. Pacquiao consistently fighting Barrera,
He's in some
Morales.
tough fights,
All
yeah.
those, you gotta have a tough fight. I'm not saying you gotta have them on the road, but
yo,
once you get to that,
Larissa
go ahead.
Johnson said, "Oh no, Kell Brook, laugh out loud," because she know, like, that's one of my favorite fighters. Cause like everybody ganged up on me, dog, on the
I
show
pick
one
Kell Brook
time, man.
too. I pick Kell
No,
Brook
cause
to be Earl Spence.
Trey X a motherfucker, man. He's
He from
always
Texas,
talking shit
dog.
about Kell Brook, dog.
Cause he from Texas, dog. He gonna
Fuck
take Earl
Fucking
Kell
Spence out
Brook.
every
hating
time.
ass nigga, man.
She ain't got nothing to do with hate. That motherfucker gonna be Rabchenko. Now all of a sudden he got the right to start talking shit. That's what them weak motherfuckers over there do in the UK, man. They have a little fight. Now all of a sudden they feel like they got the right to start bumping their gums and shit. Even Tyson Fury talking about, Tyson Fury said his next fight is gonna be bigger than this Klitschko fight. And he fighting a motherfucker moving up from cruiserweight. That's what your countrymen do.
And he look big as fuck still. He look like he's still about 300 pounds.
What? Who?
What I seen the other day, he still look fat as fuck.
Who?
Tyson Fury.
Please,
Oh,
please
I
tell me
thought
y'all
you
saw
said
that
Kell
video.
Brook was 300
Please
pounds. I
tell
was
me
like,
y'all
No,
saw that
hell
video
no.
of
Kell
Tyson
Brook
Fury.
look in shape. Like he's staying in shape.
Please tell me y'all saw
Yeah,
that
but
video
you're
of
right,
Tyson
Corey.
Fury boxing with them little ass
But
shorts on, man. That's your boy, Corey, over there boxing with
man,
them Daisy Dukes on and shit.
why he look like Dr. Roboto or Miss Eggman from Sonic or some shit, dog?
what
That's
the
a good one.
fuck this
Oh
dude,
shit.
yo? Mustache. Yo.
Hey, that's a good one, bro.
But the motherfucker
Oh
can
man,
fight though.
niggas
He can fight though.
terrible,
But
man.
the thing about the tough fights though, they got to fight more often though, man. Golovkin before he ran into Canelo, man, he was fighting 4 times a year, dog. It might have been 3 bums, but shit, he still was
Yeah,
active.
and another thing, if you look at the old fighters, they did mix in some bombs, but them motherfuckers was fighting all the time. You know what I'm saying? These
Yep.
fighters today, they don't fight as often, so they can't mix them bombs in. They got to stay
No,
on
they
the
got
top level.
yep. Yep. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man.
You
They
know,
think
my personal opinion about, you know, what you were saying, Black Horseman, is you know, to finish on what I was saying, you was pretty much saying, should you take all your hard fights, you know, in the beginning, or should you take them towards the end? You know, I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, prime example of a guy taking, you know, the right fights, you know, around the right time is Mayweather, and then you got other guys like, Canelo taking, you know, for the casual fan, it might be a hard fight, or it might be a dicey fight, or you don't know who's going to win. But for us hardcores, we see straight through all that shit. Canelo was supposed to win every fight, besides the Golovkin and the Mayweather fight. I mean, let's be honest. You know, in the Laura fight, some people probably had him you know, maybe gonna lose before the fight happened. You know, maybe gonna lose, or you know, it's a toss up, or we don't know what's gonna happen. You know, but then after the fight, you know, a lot of people say he lost, and you know, when the next fight happened, and you know, they were fighting him 3 or 4 times a year at that point. And you know, when he fought again in the next 4 or 5 months, everybody forgot about the Laura fight. You know, all the casuals,
yeah, that
and
is
so
true.
and they just move on. You know, they just
Austin
move.
Trout fight too is pretty close for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I thought the Austin Trout, and I'm like, yo, sometimes I'll score a fight, y'all, and I'm just like, man, when I
I
when
think I
when
think the
I
open
hold
scoring
on, hold
fucked
on,
that up.
hold on, when I score a fight, y'all, and I'm like, I done good, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know I got this fight is close, you know, this fight is close. As soon as the first referee, and I have it like, you know, 114, I'm gonna have it like 113, 115. As soon as the first judge, you know, screams out, you know, like, you know, 117, like, you know, 118 or 110, or you know, some crazy type scorecards like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what the fuck? I got the Mayweather look when that one judge had it for Canelo a draw. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo,
TJ
what the
Ross.
fuck? Yeah, that's how it is when I score fights. I'm just like, there's no way in the hell that this fight was that wide margin. No way.
Yeah, that Canelo Trout, they did open scoring. So Trout knew exactly he was down by 10 points by the third round.
God. But yo, to be honest with you, in that Trout Canelo fight, you know, Canelo pretty much solidified, you know, the hometown judges when he knocked him down. And I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah.
you.
Same thing with
I'm
the
just gonna be
Selecki and
honest
Danny
with you.
Jacobs.
That's
Same thing
exactly
with
what
the Selecki and
happens.
Danny.
When you get a
I tried.
knockdown, like towards the later end of the rounds, and when you get a knockdown towards, you
Yeah,
know, the
that's gonna be the
mid to later
separation.
rounds, it's just like it's almost, and then you're in your hometown, and then you're the A side. It's almost inevitable. It's almost inevitable.
I interviewed Austin Trout about that shit. He was like, "Man, it was what it was." That's
See,
basically what he was
them
like.
guys ain't gonna be too harsh about it because they know they're gonna get another big fight. So they're not gonna be too hard on themselves, and they're not gonna be too down on themselves. And that's why, to be honest with you, I want to interview some of these fighters, and my time will come when I'm able to interview these fighters. Cause I got questions that
Man,
a lot
them
of people.
fighters gonna hang up on your ass if you
Yeah.
don't. You gonna be interrupting them so you can read the chat and shit. They gonna be like, man, fuck this dude, Corey Lee.
Nah, man, I'm gonna be good though, man. I
I
think
can
I'll be
interview.
all
I can
right though,
interview.
man.
I can interview more than I only do interviews on my channel. But I can interview more than I could. I can
Yeah,
interview a
like
whole
I
bunch of
said, I
different
just
people.
want
I
to,
just
like I
don't care
said,
to do it.
I just want to try it out, boxing clinic. Like it's something I never did
All
before.
you gotta do
So
is reach out to whoever handled their PR. It'll tell you like on their Twitter handle or something like that. It'll tell
yeah,
you like, okay, reach out to them.
yeah,
Like
like
Devin Alexander is a no go. Fuck him. Fuck Devin Alexander.
why?
Them Motherfucker, we had an interview with that motherfucker. That nigga didn't show up like 3 times in a row. I ain't doing that shit no more. Fuck
But
him.
he had that addiction though, man. That might have had a lot to play with it. I'm being honest with you.
And
I'm being honest with you.
yeah,
You
I know
gotta
he had
get
good
that man. You
addiction.
gotta get it.
But you
You gotta
set
get
up
that
an
man a
interview.
break. But you
You
gotta
set
get
the
that man.
interview up.
You gotta get that man
Ain't
a
no
break.
break. You
'Cause,
set up an interview three
yeah.
times. You set up an interview 3 times, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Peter
You
Quillen got
said
knocked the
it.
fuck out, and he still gave us an interview.
Yo,
Anthony Durrell still gave an interview.
Peter Quillen blocked me on Instagram.
What the fuck you do to Peter Quillen?
Man, Peter Quillen, one of those guys, man. After he got knocked out, any little thing that you said on his Instagram, dog, he blocking you, and he said that publicly. He's like, I don't do any of the laughing and joking, anything. All I was doing was laughing at a comment. This dude blocked
Hey,
me.
the fun, hey, the
This
funniest
dude
shit. Hey,
blocked me.
remember?
I'm
Hey,
like, I'm
remember?
laughing out loud, and I got the crying emojis, and the guy blocked me.
Hey,
I'm just like,
remember when
all
Jadion
right,
left? Hey,
Hey,
remember when
boy, that's
Porky Medina?
disrespectful, bro.
Remember when
huh?
Porky Medina? Remember when Porky
Disrespectful.
Medina?
You put a laughing emoji on that nigga shit, dog. That's fucked up.
Hey, remember when Porky Medina knocked out Jadion Love?
I put the crying emoji, like I was crying laughing. Like I was
Oh man. And remember when Porky Medina knocked out Jalen Love? All I know was that they was just beefing on my page for Jalen Love for my
yo.
interview. He was cussing out everybody talking about that shit. No, that shit was funny.
Oh, you
I woke
interviewed
up and
Jay
read the
Leon though?
comments. No, he was on my page because he's from the same area as me. And I was
Oh,
like, I don't know. I made a comment. I tagged him or something. I came in the next morning. Everybody, he cussing everybody out about the knockdown. People putting when he was twerking on the canvas
oh
rims and
yeah,
shit.
I remember that. That was one of the worst. That was one of the worst. That was like, to be honest with you, dog. It's hard to come back from that shit, dog. Like that fucks up your character, dog. Like that's a character knockout type deal. And to be honest, I seen the level that Porky Medina was at, and then Badu Jack fought him too, right? I think
Did he fight him?
Badu Jack beat him. And a lot of the Mayweather stables got tossed around like journeymen, and they fought the same journeymen like Badu Jack and Jay Leon Love. Fought some of the same fighters, and Ronald Gavell and Badu Jack fought some of the
Hey, I want
same.
to know y'all input on that fight too, man. I want to know the Badu Jack and Adonis Stevenson. What's y'all picks?
Who?
When the left hand gonna land? Is the left hand gonna land?
I
He
think
only
it
got
might.
one hand. Have you ever
Oh
seen that
yeah,
video?
oh yeah. This what I want to talk about, man. Let's talk about the David Haye and the Tony Bellew fight, y'all. It's official. It's going down Saturday at around 5 o'clock. You can catch it here on Corey Lee's Boxing. We're gonna do open commentary. It's gonna be lit, man. It's gonna be one of those type of shows, And I think, to be honest with you, the fights that are going down this weekend, man, I think there'll be more. I think they'll be a little bit better. My personal opinion is in the as opposed to when we did them against the Danny Jacobs Selecki fight. That Danny Jacobs Selecki fight, I feel like I pushed my energy a little bit too hard on that fight. I feel like the energy wasn't even in the stadium. Wasn't even, it wasn't. I feel like we were more. I feel like our little
Hey, real
channel.
shit.
I feel like our channel was more lit than the whole fucking arena, dog. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yo.
I swear, I don't remember no cheering, no Danny J. I don't remember none of that
Yeah, you
shit.
don't hear, you gonna hear all of that shit in the Tony Bellew David Haye fight. I guarantee you they might be throwing cups and everything at David Haye because he's in Tony Bellew's backyard. And them fucking fans for Tony Bellew get real racist, dog. And David Haye said he is not buying into it. This rematch, he said he is focused. Tony Bellew tried to choke him out in the press conference
I
today,
seen that
and
today.
he did not budge. Normally the old David Haye would have knocked his ass out like he did Derek Chisora. That was a
He
memorable
go out to me.
knockout. That was a memorable knockout. One of the best press conference knockouts that I've ever seen, man, because they did a still image of David Haye with a glass bottle in his hand, cracking it, in his fist on Derek Chisora's jaw. And I mean, he just fell, dog. And later that led up to another fight of them two. And at that time, Chisora was fighting Klitschko. And, pretty much today when David Haye and Tony Bellew did that, and I'm like, oh shit, when he pushed David Haye at the neck like that, when he had his hands around his neck like that, I'm like, the old David Haye would have said, fuck security, fuck all this. I don't care if the fight happens or it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, man, a lot of these guys and a lot of these, venues are being a little bit more tight knit on the security after that, Conor McGregor situation, man. I mean, to be honest with you, man, I've heard it and I've seen it. I've seen a lot more tight security because if you looked at the Tony Bellew, David Haye press conference today, security was on top notch, dog. Seriously. So how y'all
Yes,
feeling about the fight, man? So my personal opinion about the fight is I think it's gonna be a back and forth battle for as long as it lasts. I think that David Haye will not fall into the take his head off in the first round type of mentality. I think David Haye will pick his punches. I think David Haye will be a smart, masterful boxer, and I think that when the time is right, he will land that haymaker and he will knock Tony Bellew to the canvas. And it's very highly doubtable that Tony Bellew will get up, man, because I think this is either gonna be a long beating or it's gonna be one of those one punch knockouts, man. Because in a press conference today, they said, David, hey, are you gonna go for the kill if you see him hurt? He said, I don't know, I might tenderize him.
I'm going with Tony Bellew. Sorry.
What the fuck did you not hear anything I just said?
That shit don't matter. I'm going with Tony Bellew. David Haye. I mean, I heard Malik Scott say he's taking this serious, but he got to show me. I think David Haye is a superior fighter, but he didn't. What he tore his Achilles or some shit.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles and he tore his bicep.
The Achilles is gonna be tough to come back from, but I mean, for him, it's gonna be.
And for everybody in the chat, David Haye tore his Achilles in the 5th round of the first fight and fought to the 10th round. Kobe Bryant had a hard time shooting one free throw on a torn Achilles. David Haye went 5 rounds, fought rounds after a torn Achilles, man. I thought he was gonna fuck something else up.
I don't think he had tore it. I don't think he tore it in the 5th round. He was tired. That motherfucker was tired, dog. David Haye did not train for that first fight. He
Smash
took Tony
that
Bellew
like
light.
button and subscribe, everybody.
Now, if he trained hard for this fight,
that might be more of a reason you should pick Haye, bro, if he didn't train for the last fight.
Man, that motherfucker always talk all that tough shit and get in the ring with the fucking aluminum foil on, and he say, my toe hurt, I'm still holding a grudge over that Vladimir Klitschko shit, dog. I still got problems with him.
I remember that, dog.
I still got problems with him, dog.
You know Haye is Corey brother, so how many push-ups?
Yo, this nigga wildin', dog. And yes, live on air, I am taking all bets on David Haye. I will be picking David Haye, and I'm standing firm on all bets. So yes, you can get in.
I got 100 push-ups on Jason Velez over Ryan Garcia tomorrow.
Wow.
What?
Hey, this boy CJ going off today.
Oh man, I need that.
That's Suleiman, bro.
I need that action, dog.
I'm talking shit, dog.
I need that action, dog. Like, yo, is this dude for real? Because you've done crazy bets like that before, but you won too when you talk dog bet.
I knew Dog Boy was gonna do it. He just looked like a winner with that patch in his head. I said, that nigga look like a winner.
CJ, do you feel like Velez can win for real?
I don't even know what the fuck that is, dog. I'm sorry.
They were talking like when they did the breakdown of the fight, I was listening, and they were saying pretty much that this is gonna be his hardest fight to date.
I expect it to be. He headlining. They said that shit sold out too. Golovkin shit not sold out.
I think I saw Velez fight one time, man. I think he wasn't that bad, bro.
Yeah, I expect if it's a main event, he can't be a cupcake.
I ain't saying he gonna win. I'm just saying he
can't be a cupcake. Ryan Garcia do the fucking most. I was just looking at the fucking weigh-in and shit. This nigga just do the. I can't stand that motherfucker. I had nothing against him, but I can't stand his personality. He's just too much.
You don't like Ryan Garcia? He's too cocky for you?
It's not that he's cocky. He's just too colorful, though.
He's too colorful.
Have y'all seen that video with him dancing and shit?
Nigga, yeah, he need to get. I want him to lose just for that shit, bro.
What kind of
I got nothing against the guy.
Let me look up his dancing. What he do, man?
Hey, look on NBT boxing shit, man. He got it on his channel.
This nigga said he's shouting out niggas in the chat. Yo, he got it on his channel.
Then he got his pops. Then he got his pops playing the Rocky shit on the piano, and he boxing. He just, dog, I can't take it, dog. He a character though, dog. He can fight though. He can
Yeah, they
fight his
just trying to
ass
he's
off
trying
though.
to
I give him
shove him
that.
down our throat like we just got to accept him as a golden boy. That's what I got against him.
Yeah,
Let me make my own mind
yeah.
up
I
on
mean,
that motherfucker.
you let him develop, man. He can fight his ass off. The nigga got skills.
Yo, this nigga wild, yo. This nigga wildin', bro. Yo, chill, bro. This nigga, chill, bro. This nigga, chill, bro. I told y'all about that shit last time. Chill, bro. That shot, Peterson, who you betting on, yo? Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Get Oscar De La Hoya, son. Get him out of here.
Hey, I heard some niggas talking
Man.
about he'll whoop Tank.
How this nigga
Some
fell
people
under
saying
the
he'll whoop
screen,
Tank.
yo? This nigga.
Saying he'll whoop Tank, bro.
Yo, this dude said he gonna beat Tank, yo. I can't even. I don't know how to. You know what I mean, y'all.
Hey, somebody
How y'all doing
somebody,
that though? How
hey,
y'all
somebody beat the
doing that
dog.
though, man? How y'all
Somebody
doing
beat.
that though, man? Y'all doing that's how y'all doing it now in the 2018. That's what y'all selling out crowds. That's how y'all doing it now. Y'all
We
want to
sold
sell
it
out
out.
crowds and headliners. That's how y'all. Oh, hold on. Nah, break it down. Break it down. Break it
My
down.
kids watching this
Break
shit,
it down. Break it down. Break it down.
We got fishnets and cocaine and utensils in this picture.
Yo, this is young Oscar in the making, man. I'm telling
He
you.
got ran out of Mayweather gym. Somebody beat the fuck out of him at the Mayweather gym.
Who?
He got it. I don't know who the fighter was. He beat the shit. It's out there. Sparring tape out there.
Smash
Some
that
guy beat
like
the.
button and subscribe. You said who beat who? Who? Ryan Garcia?
He got ran off the Mayweather boxing gym. Somebody beat his
Oh
ass.
my god. Ryan
Not long ago.
Yo, he says, Alteza says Oscar De La Hoya turning him out. Yo, Ryan Garcia is Oscar's discipline. The way this shit goes down, y'all, is that Oscar De La Hoya, is I think Oscar De La Hoya is still suffering, from some of that, some of them drugs that he's taking. Because to be honest with you, man, they said that, taking drugs like that really don't stay out of your system. It takes like a whole year or something for some of that stuff to be truly out of your system, man. And some of those
Ain't got nothing to do with you shoving shit up your ass, dog. I'm sorry, bro. Ain't no excuse for fishnets and shit up your ass.
Who shoves what up his ass? What are you talking about, dude?
You don't know, man. They got 2 Instagram models extorting him. Got him in the kitchen again and shoving utensils up his ass.
What is he in the kitchen doing? Cooking?
He whipping, boy.
He in there. He getting whipped all right by 2 Instagram models. They extorted him. He called the FBI.
No. FBI got involved.
Yeah, because they was trying to extort him, so he called the FBI.
Is that?
The tape was out there.
I think Fernando 78 Sports do a video. Somebody I think did.
All them niggas did a video of that shit. I wasn't doing it, but
I was like, I don't know all the details. I can't get into.
I ain't got nothing against Oscar, dog. He probably got a mental. Maybe the cocaine and fucked his mind up a little bit. You might be right, dog. He got issues. It's deeper than that, dog.
Is it deeper? He was a hell of a fighter. Is it deeper than boxing with Oscar?
Maybe he got CTE. Maybe he got CTE.
I don't know, man.
You gotta be a real something fucking mentally wrong with him.
If you ask me, man, Oscar is he just wants a touch of the wild side.
But you know what? Oscar always act gay, bro. Ever since even back in the 90s. My mom.
Yo, Timmy Diamonds, chill with the anal comments. I gotta hide that joint.
But on some real shit, back in the 90s, man, people were saying that Oscar was gay back then, bro. We just caught up late.
This nigga wild. Cocaine is a hell of a jug, Tramp Ross. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Bellew versus David Haye, man. Who you got, Black Horseman?
Tony Bellew.
God damn, man. And
that was me. That was Black Horseman.
Oh, I'm like, I had my names covered. I'm like, dude, y'all, wow.
Yeah, that was a boxing clinic. He's speaking for me today, but
I'm like, y'all sounded just. I'm like, yo.
Hell nah. I feel it just depends, man. I didn't like the fact that it seemed like Tony Bellew, the nerves kind of got the best of him today.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, hold on. I'll be right back. Y'all talk about it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Now I just feel like Tony Bellew nerves kind of getting the best of him a little bit. And the fact that he reacted like that, I'm just like, man, he didn't keep his composure. So I think that's a kind of a sign that, might not be a good look for him, you know what I'm saying, in the fight. But David Haye kind of kept his composure. He didn't react. And I know he got them fragile ass bones and everything like that. So, as long as he don't get injured, I mean, he's the bigger, stronger guy. You know what I mean? So he should come out with the victory. So I'm gonna pick Haye unless he get injured again. If he don't get injured, I pick Haye.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm
that
gonna
was my
roll.
whole premise. I'm not. You gonna roll with Hey X?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with. Hey, man, I kind of see this fight similar to James DeGale and Truax because I feel like DeGale didn't have no business losing to a motherfucker like that because he way more talented. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the more talented fighter gonna come through in this rematch also.
For me, I'm talking Tony Bellew. I'm not putting no more faith in David Haye. I mean, like I said, the reason he got injured last time, that motherfucker wasn't in no shape. Maybe he trained hard this time, and kudos to him. But I'm just gonna go with Tony Bellew, the bad body built heavyweight, man, the chubby motherfucker, man. I'm going with him. I'm going with the sure thing. I know he gonna train right. I know he already know what he got to do. You know,
Hey,
David
hey,
Haye
hey,
is a
hey,
front runner.
hey, do you remember what he said about Wilder though? Because he was talking about fighting Wilder and shit. And he said he met that motherfucker and they shook hands and shit. And he seen how
Yeah,
big that motherfucker was. And that nigga said, man, why
it's
should I put myself in danger?
That nigga say he wrapped his arm around me and went around my body like twice. He said, David, hey,
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
why you don't
yeah.
want to fight that motherfucker. You see how
That
big he
motherfucker
is?
scary, man. I can't roll with that motherfucker, bro.
That nigga funny though, dog. He said, you see how big that motherfucker is? He wrapped around my body twice. David, hey, I see why you ran from him. That shit was funny as hell, dog. But I mean, I'm gonna
Hey,
roll with
Tony
Tony.
Bellew, man. He know how to sell a fight, man. Like if somebody had just seen these two fighters for the first time, being that he talking, he got all this confidence, you would think he gonna win. But I just think in that ring, man, it's a different situation. He good at talking a good game,
What happened the first
but
time, then? What happened? I'm pretty sure you don't believe that David Hay got injured in the fifth round because he didn't.
nah,
David Hay
he
got
clearly
tired,
got injured.
dog. That nigga didn't get injured. That nigga was tired. He got injured towards the end of the fight. He was tired. He was gassed out. He thought he was gonna walk in there and just knock this guy out because Adonis Stevenson knocked him out. And when that shit ain't happen, and Tony Bellew started putting change and taxing, putting state and federal taxes on that ass, he didn't know what to do. He thought Bellew was sweet. I thought for sure David Hay was gonna win. There was no way. I was 99.99% sure David Hay was gonna win that fight, dog. It was no way around it. I
You
just
told
couldn't see nobody losing it. Him losing it.
you said you was 99.9% that David Hay was gonna beat Bellew the first time.
And yeah, I was sure. It was a sure thing. It was sure as LeBron in the layup in the first quarter. It was sure. And I was like, oh, David Hay about to knock him out. Man, then Tony Bellew, he
Think
started getting tired.
the money coming in
He
on
said,
Bellew because when I looked at the odds the first time it was at minus 280. Now that shit went all the way down to minus 210. So the money coming in on Bellew.
yeah,
So who's the
listen,
favorite?
The favorite is Hay.
David Hay.
The Hay is
Hey,
like a 2-1 favorite basically.
Hey, TBC, you can put your money on Bellew if you want to, bro. You gonna be broke like a motherfucker this weekend.
I ain't gonna. Yeah, you said that shit about Dog Boy too.
Yeah, you got lucky with that.
I ain't get lucky. I seen the passion. I seen the passion in the fear in his eyes. He was hungry.
All right,
Tony
so
Bellew hungry.
you gonna be 2 for 2. You gonna go back to back weekends with your
Yeah, man.
bets,
Fuck
man.
David Hay, man.
Your
I can't
predictions.
fuck with David Hay.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
what's
it's just
going on? You're still saying fuck David Hay? I'm back. What's going on?
yeah, it's personal, nigga. It's personal. I,
Yeah.
I bought
What?
snacks.
Stay out of
I
grown
bought.
folk business, motherfucker.
I put a. It's personal about that. It's personal about that Vladimir Klitschko fight. I bought snacks and all types of shit. I thought it was gonna be a great fucking fight. Mr. Luminal Four man ran around the whole fucking ring with. Fuck David Hay, man. Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew win this fight. I'm getting a Tony Bellew shirt, nigga. Let's go, Tony Bellew.
Nah, dog. Nah, this is David Hay show, man.
Okay, you keep believing in that sucker. Fuck David Hay.
So who you got? Trey X?
Shit, if you was here, motherfucker, you would have heard. I'm riding with your
Mm.
brother. Hey, I swear when
Oh, you
I
going with
saw,
David Hay?
yeah,
Yeah.
look, bro. I saw your video earlier, and I swear I thought you put yourself in the thumbnail, bro. That motherfucker Hay was looking just like you with them braids and shit. But yeah, I'm riding with your brother, bro. We on the same team this weekend.
Yeah. Shout out David Hay, man. We're gonna bring this one back, and then it's gonna be the Anthony Joshua versus David Hay, dog. It's already lined up to go, man. I can't wait, man.
You mean Anthony Joshua? You gonna be David Hay versus Deontay Wilder, right?
Nah, I mean, I think if David Haye wins, man, I think he's gonna get a good shot at one of those heavyweight titles, man. It's either gonna be
He gonna
Deontay
get the
Wilder.
shot. It's gonna be the
Nigga,
black
you
guy
trip.
from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, with all four of them. So he gonna be fighting Deontay Wilder.
If y'all remember, man, you know David Haye had a big rep leading to that first Bellew fight. It was supposed to be a easy walkthrough. It was supposed to be easy walkthrough, and then it was supposed to be right after that. It was supposed to be the Anthony Joshua fight
Yeah,
because
if he
Eddie.
was here, we talked about that already. I know you had to go do your thing, but
Y'all
I said
talked
I was
about
sure.
all of that. Oh my
Yeah, I was
god.
99.9999% sure David Haye was no way he was gonna lose that fight to Tony Bellew, the first fight.
Yeah,
But,
for
but it's the
sure.
best fight of the weekend, though. Easily, it's the best fight of the weekend, man.
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, that's why I'm saying I'm so stoked to cover it, man. They said the fights begin on AWE network. That's an American based network. If y'all
Yeah,
do have it.
it changed. It used to be what's that? The BBC, some shit like that. It used to be one of those networks. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so if y'all do have that channel, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to tune into that. The fights do start at around 1:30 or 2 o'clock, all the way up until about 5 or 6 o'clock. So
Yeah,
it's about three
Luke
to four
Campbell on the
hours.
undercard too. Luke Campbell on the undercard too. I like Luke Campbell.
Luke Campbell. Okay, what's
Yeah, the
Luke
one that lost
Campbell's
to
record?
Linares.
Oh, he
His
lost.
father. Yeah, remember he just lost to Linares, but his father had died like in the training camp.
Ooh.
He lost to
Uh.
Linares for like 2 points.
Ooh.
Gold medalist from the UK. Yep.
See, I be getting some of them smaller UK guys mixed up, yo. Yo, Alex
He was a gold
Santos.
medalist. Yep.
Yeah, so Alex Santos says, yo, Corey, what do you think about the David Haye Bellew undercard? Hey, boxing clinic, y'all know anything about the undercard? I didn't really look into it yet.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Luke Campbell on the undercard. That's a good one. He fighting some dude named Troy Graham.
Okay, Luke Campbell's one
Um,
of them.
Here, let
Oh,
me
I
tell
know
you.
Joe Joyce is gonna be on there. Joe Joyce is
Troy
gonna be on
James. Yeah, Joe Joyce is on there. Um,
Hey, let me
I'm
ask
trying
y'all a
to
question.
look.
Do y'all think David Haye and Tony Bellew will go the distance?
Hell no.
Hell
This is
no.
going this is
No,
gonna
it's a
be stopped
knockout.
early. This is gonna be stopped real early.
They got
Oh
This
the
is gonna
my
be
opening Monday.
God.
They got the
within
opening
four
Monday at
rounds.
4.
Hey, so boxing clinic. So you picking Bellew to stop Haye?
Yeah, ain't no other way. Ain't no
Hey
way.
yo,
Ain't no other way.
hey, boxing clinic, look into the screen and look at me. Um, I'm gonna need a bet out of you. Okay, we're gonna need a bet, and we're gonna need a bet now. We're gonna
A
actually need a
bet.
bet right now. Yeah, we're gonna bet. Yeah, we're gonna get your big ass to do some push-ups.
I only bet on American fighters. I only bet on give me
Oh,
somebody
this nigga
American.
got the
You know what?
lamest comeback show.
Hey, look, I got a bet for you. You ready for this bet? You ready for this bet? Even though he's not from America, I'll give you a really, really good bet. I got
If it ain't
Golovkin over
David Haye
Vanes
bet, I don't want it.
Martirosyan. I got Golovkin
This
over
nigga
Vanes Martirosyan.
suck, bro. Yo, you bag, man. This nigga, hey.
I like
But
Tony
yeah,
Bellew, man. I ain't gonna tell him put on my face with the man, but I told you
I thought
I
you
got a
so
only bet
personal
on. I
event.
thought you only bet on Americans. Golovkin ain't American,
I
boy.
just but he American now. He American now. He in Big Bear now. That's where his house at. He moved his family out there. He got a green card. He full big drummer show Mexican.
This nigga here.
I'm not. I mean, like I told you, I got a personal vendetta against David Haye. It's personal.
They say Money Pound
You
fighting
better
on
get
the
your feelings
undercard.
out this
Shout
shit,
out Money
man.
Pound, man.
I like. What you said? What about Money Power?
They said he fighting on the undercard on Saturday.
Oh, over in the UK.
Shit, I guess so, unless it's another card or something. I'm seeing what Alex Santos said in the chat.
Yeah, it gotta be it's that card because he ain't fighting on a Golden Boy card. You know, they still suing Richard Schaefer ass. Yeah, that motherfucker. If that made any sense. Money Powell, he be strong with the Charlo twins. He get them good work.
Yeah, he a beast. He go to that body, man.
That motherfucker
I
got some
Hey,
mean,
that's
real,
a
so
real
good thing, man.
power.
I see
Hey,
the young kids going to the body these days, man. That's a good thing, bro.
Yep.
hey, man, I noticed Kenny Porter was down there in the UK. And I'm like, what
He
the
got a
fuck for?
fighter.
Do he?
He got a
Huh?
fighter. He got a fighter that's on the
he's
undercard.
fighting Joe
Okay, well, that
Joyce.
answered
He's
my
fighting
question
Joe
because I'm
Joyce.
like, what the fuck is he even doing down there, nigga? Do you got a
Kenny
personal
Porter,
relationship with them cats?
Kenny Porter's fighter is fighting Joe Joyce,
Yep, that's what it is. You know, they
and
got
they're
Deshaun.
fighting for the Commonwealth belt.
You know, they fighters. You know, Sean Porter Promotions is a real thing, dog. It ain't like no front. They got a female fighters. They got men fighters.
With these
You know,
niggas
the
getting five
Porters.
hundred
They
dollars a
got.
fight.
I don't know. They really promoting fights out here though. They trying to do their thing and get every dollar. Because when Earl Spence whoop his ass, what he gonna do?
Linroy Thomas versus
Yeah,
George
that's his
Joyce
name.
for the Commonwealth title. Yup.
Yep, Linroy Thomas. That's his name.
Fucker,
But
Joe
he said,
Joyce is a 50-1 favorite too, man.
"Shit,
Leroy
God
Linroy Thomas.
damn.
ass whoop.
Hey, we're gonna put $100 on Linroy Thomas.
Linroy Thomas is a southpaw too, so that's gonna be a tricky fight for Joe Joyce. And Joe
How
Joyce
much? If
lost
I
to
put 100
Usyk
on Linroy, if I put 100 on Linroy, what is it looking like, Trey X?
If you put
5 grand.
if you put 100 on Leroy, you win 1,400.
God,
I'm putting.
Damn.
Hey, what is it? Bravado? You looking at?
Rent
Yeah,
money
I'm
for a
on
nigga.
Movado. I'm on
he
Movado.
said rent money. Black
Bravado.
horse
Oh
shit. You
man,
need that,
I'm
dog.
about to put. Hey, I'm about to put 100 on. I don't even know what Linroy look like. I'm gonna look at a few YouTube clips. He can chew and walk bubble gum. I need a 50-1. That's 100.
100.
1,400.
Yo, wow,
Yeah,
man.
if you bet on George Joyce, if you bet 100, you win $2. And if you bet on Leroy Thomas, if you bet 100, you win 1,400. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if I bet this 100 and
Man,
Linroy Thomas win,
Lenroy Thomas and Sean Porter, they going back without the strap, man. They going
hey,
back.
look, if Linroy Thomas win, I'll be the biggest John Porter fan if he fight Earl Spence or not.
Yeah.
But
Be a
still,
Linroy Thomas fan.
to be honest with you, man, if Sean Porter does beat Danny Garcia, Sean Porter is gonna be even a worse matchup than Danny Garcia for Earl Spence. Earl Spence is Sean Porter is tailor made for Earl Spence.
Yeah,
I'm
they
being honest.
sparred. They sparred.
Being
That's why
honest
they
with
don't want
y'all.
to fight. They
Exactly.
They
sparred. He
nah
fucked
because
Sean
they
Porter up real bad.
because they
Oh,
know
did
what
he?
happened, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
I ain't
fucked
never
sparred.
Sean
heard
Porter
about
up real
that.
bad. Yeah, you got an interview out there with Sean Porter confirming that they sparred. You could tell he didn't want to talk about it.
Kenny confirmed it too. That's where I got it from. I heard it from Kenny.
But just imagine how wild that fucking Sean Porter is, and just imagine how even kill and so precise that Earl Spence is. That's a matchup from hell, dude. For Sean Porter, that's a word. That's why they've been ducking him, man. Because that's a bad matchup stylistically. Man, motherfucking Sean Porter will get no more credit after he loses that fight, dog. He lost a close decision to Sean Porter. I mean, he lost. Sean Porter lost a close decision to Kell Brook. Hey, hold on. He lost a close decision to Kell Brook, and he lost a close decision to Keith Thurman. But if he fights Earl Spence, it will not be a close decision, man. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think that Kell Brook fight was that close when I went back and looked at it.
Yeah,
Kell Brook kind of dominated to
I
me.
think Kell Brook did a
Yeah,
lot,
bro.
man.
He got
Yeah.
his ass whooped, and I still got it on my DVR right now.
Who got his ass whooped?
Your boy Kell Brook. You
I
know.
knew you was going. You a hating ass nigga, man. This nigga just hate on his own family, man. One of them niggas that they cook out like, look at Cuzzo Corey over there. He fresh, man. That nigga a faggot though.
Hey, did y'all see Bernard Hopkins go back and forth with Golovkin?
He
Who?
was talking to
You know,
Golovkin.
yeah, because Golovkin, he been talking nut shit this week. He said that his resume is bigger and stronger than Hopkins at 160.
Yeah, he crazy.
Yo, and that's another thing too I want to touch on tonight, y'all. Black Blood, shout out Blood Boxing, man. I looked at some of his video, man, but Blood Boxing just gets so fucking mad, man. I just gotta pause it for a minute, man, because he gets so irate on his videos, man. I just feel his pain, kind of. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, you're so fucking stupid. You believe this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, this nigga. He's like, you're so easily fucking fickled. He said, you dumbass fucking biscuit eating fans out there. He was like, what he says, he says, Bernard Hopkins, he says, so, I mean, you got the WBA regular title and fucking Manuel Charles at WBA. Do you respect his title? So why the fuck would you respect Golovkin's title?
Florida niggas, man. We going in.
I'm like, Blood Boxing is a trip, dog. Shout out Blood Boxing, man. He get all the respect from this channel, dog.
Hell yeah, LDBC.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I honestly think that, at the end of the day, man, I think that the fights at 147 will get made. I think that
Me and you
When
gonna be
they gonna get
bald,
made
Corey.
though, bro? When? Goddamn,
Right, me, hey
2020.
Corey, me and you gonna be bald by the time them bitches get made.
Hey, we gonna be teleporting to the fights by the time that shit get
This
made.
nigga
yo,
Corey gonna have a ball fade by the time
We
this shit's.
gonna what blood like a
I
fade.
said Corey Lee gonna have a ball fade by the time them fights get made.
Hey,
For real.
oh,
Saquon Barkley gonna be
Suleiman just hit
retired
me up.
already.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley gonna be retired by the 10 years.
Damn. Right.
Yo, but to be honest with you, man, I honestly think that, with the whole setup that they got now, man, I think that the PBC is a good platform for some of these unified fights to happen, man. If
But is it a
Danny
good
Garcia
platform
win,
for Bob Arum to put Terrence Crawford on that motherfucker? That's the question. Will Terrence
but see
Crawford
that
come over?
I think
Yeah,
that'll
we need
happen though.
Cali. We need Cali on the panel for that, man.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna happen though, man. My personal opinion is, I honestly think that that's gonna happen. That's gonna be one of the fights that'll happen.
Let me ask
Um,
you a question too, Corey. What you think about? Do you take a wait and approach to see about Terrence Crawford at 147, or do you think it's just going everything gonna translate? He gonna be that motherfucking deal.
my personal opinion is that Jeff Horn versus Terrence Crawford fight is gonna be a real, real big wake up call in the welterweight division. It'll tell me a lot about what's going on in the welterweight division. And it's a big fight in the welterweight division because that title, whoever wins that title, may it be Jeff Horn if he defends it well and beats Terrence Crawford for a huge upset, or if it is Terrence Crawford, us being the A side, Terrence Crawford being, pretty much going to be the A side, I honestly think that, if Terrence Crawford were to win and he were to win, in a kind of a sloppy manner, he's dog food instantly. He's got to look good in this fight. We know Jeff Horn is no pushover. We know that he gave, that's what scares me about this fight for Terrence Crawford because he gave Manny Pacquiao all that he could handle. It was a very tough fight. Yes, it was. Could Manny Pacquiao have got the nod? Yes. Could Jeff Horn have got the nod? Yes. They gave it to Jeff Horn, and the rematch clause was in Australia. That was the worst thing that Pacquiao could have did. That's almost like what James DeGale did with Truax by not putting the rematch clause in, and that's the same thing that David Haye did with Bellew by not putting the rematch clause in. That's almost just as worse as not putting the rematch clause in because you're going back to where you lost at, and you were the A side originally. You were originally the A side. That's how crazy that the times have changed. And I think that my personal opinion is I think Manny Pacquiao, Suleiman was good, dog.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up?
Oh shit, I gotta fire the blunt up now because this motherfucker Suleiman done got my nerves bad,
Nah,
man.
nah. It's gonna be quick, man. What's going on? What
We
y'all
talking
talking about?
about the Tony Bellew and David Haye. Who you got, dog?
I
And
don't
why?
know, man.
And why?
Why? I don't know. Last time they fought, man. Yo, Tony Belly was on point. His reflex was off the charts. They were good. He was have good reflexes, and this guy was missing, but he was injured. So now I don't know if he's not injured, but I know David Hay has stunning power, bro. If he's on point, he has stunning power. Yeah, I mean he's frightful. But if this guy's hurt, then maybe Tony Bellew got. But if he's
They
not
say
hurt,
that David Haye is 100% ready to go. He said he's never felt like this since the McInerney fight,
okay, so
and
so
he's
you
ready to
don't
go.
you
He's
don't
all healthy. Everything's
so
healed up, and he's ready to go. Stitched
so
up, and he's ready.
it's gonna be a knockout, man. It's gonna be a stunning knockout because
Yeah, yes.
Tony Bellew
You
I
got
hear
might
that,
need to
boxing
change
clinic?
my I might need to change my pick, man. I can't be riding with Suleiman.
okay.
Oh,
See,
this
yeah,
dude,
man.
I'm trying. No, no, no. It's only a one seater, and it's only a one seater, and it's Tony Bell.
Well,
You.
Bellew talk.
Hey, make some
All
Bellew
room,
said
man.
Bellew
God
said Bellew
damn.
says that he has the same height and everything, like David Hay. But the problem is that when you look at both of them, you could see the muscle mass on David Hay, and it's outrageous. So if he has
right.
Is David Hayes' muscle mass significantly proven right now? Did you see it or?
Well, if you look at the shoulders, the
Uh huh.
development and everything is bigger. But and he in his past history has stunning power.
Uh huh.
You know,
But you
if
know
he
what though? But you know
Ain't
what?
he like 40 years old now? Ain't he like 80 years old? Didn't he have that same shoulder as Golovkin?
No, he's 37, and
A foot up his ass.
he's he's a well preserved that took no punishment. 37-year-old. He took no
Uh,
punishment in the Derek Chisora fight.
hey, hey,
He
yeah,
took
look, look,
no.
look.
Hold on. He
I'm getting
took
off work
no.
early. Hold on, I'm getting off work early. I'm coming on with you on Saturday. I'm coming on with you. Let me know. Send me if I can get off early from work, and we gonna sit here and watch this massacre. We gonna watch this. It's not a massacre.
Yo,
It's a
it's gonna go
massacre.
down, dog. I can't wait to
Team don't.
talk shit, dog. You got us, man.
I might bet some
Yo.
push-ups with you.
That's what I need, dog. I mean, you playing, you scary, you acting
yo
scary,
listen,
man.
Yeah,
Uh,
step up, bro. Step
I'll give
up.
you
I
my
ain't did a
two bro.
push-up in
Step
like 10
up,
years.
step
I did
up,
a push-up.
step up, step up, step up,
Hey Corey, I
step
gave you
up.
my
Let
Hey,
me
yo,
tweet Tony
Suleiman,
Bellew and see if we gonna win.
Tell Boxing Clinic if he's picking Tony Bellew, if he's that confident, just do a couple push-ups, man. Tell him, man.
okay, yo, check this out, man. If you pick Tony Bellew, the boxing clinic, just look at this, right? Tony Bellew got knocked out by Adonis Stevens, right? He got totally outboxed, right? He moves up in weight. He beats BJ Flores to become champion. I mean, why you
Yeah,
okay?
Hold on. Suleiman.
yeah,
Out of all motherfucking time, you gonna
yeah.
use logic when I'm going against the grain. All I'm saying is, all
There
I'm
you go.
saying is
There you go.
Now
Suleiman.
hold on. Now hold on, Boston Clinic. Hold on. Let Suleiman finish. Go ahead, Suleiman.
Okay, he beats BJ Flores, knocks out BJ Flores out of luck because he went for the body. Okay, then out of nowhere,
Hey
out of spon-
Suleiman, hold on, Suleiman. Let him know he's picking Tony Bellew decisively. Let him know, Suleiman. Break it down, man.
I don't know, man. I think that's a bad pick because David Haye has monstrous power, bro. It's an embarrassing power.
Let
If he's
him
on point
know.
and his reflexes are good and everything, he's gonna hurt that guy real bad. It's gonna be career ending beating.
Why didn't he hurt in the first fight? Why didn't he hurt in the
Oh
first fight? I
shit.
must know. What
Yeah.
happened in the first fight? What happened in the first fight, Suleiman?
Yeah.
He had a broken leg and he was winging power shots all
No,
night
he
long.
did not. He didn't have a fucking broken leg. He was tired, and then his leg got broke from lack of conditioning. He's
All
getting
I know,
fucked up
man,
this time
it's gonna be
too.
embarrassing, bro, for you, bro. Because if that man lands makers on you, he's gonna murk you.
What happened in the first fight?
Not in the first place. The guy had
Nothing
a
wrong with
broken
that nigga leg. It wasn't nothing wrong
listen,
with that leg until the end.
but David Hayes' most courageous fight I've seen with that kind
Yes.
of injury, fighting that
Oh
long in
my
a
god, he courageous because he got tired. Get the fuck out of here, man. That motherfucker wasn't in no shape, man. He took Tony Bellew lightly, and now he like 40 fucking years old. He getting beat.
Hey,
Same way
boxing
he
clinic. He said
he.
it's gonna be embarrassing for you, Doc.
It could be
Kobe,
embarrassing, but this is the same David Hay that
Suleiman,
pulled out that
Suleiman.
Tyson Fury fight.
Hold on, Suleiman. Let him Suleiman. How do you feel about it? Break it down, man.
okay, break it down. Okay, at the beginning
This
round,
nigga Corey.
he's more dimensions. He got a good jab. You look at David Hayes' attributes, bro. Well, he was the WNBA heavyweight champion of the world. He had boxing jab. He almost knocked out that guy
Hey,
Nikolai. Kav-
Suleiman, let him know, man. He was the heavyweight champ. Tony Bellew's never been the champ. He got a vacant belt.
Distance with a busted leg again
I
against
know.
Vladimir Klitschko, and then out of nowhere he has a torn Achilles, and he gets a fight with this guy. He loses. Come on, man. The-
Out
Come on.
of
And then
nowhere.
this guy's thinking about going against Tony Bellew wants to go against Anthony Joshua and all this hype, and then 1 minute he wants to retire, and they're giving him all this prestige and all this talk. But now after this, bro, if he gets knocked out, I think the only option for Tony Bellew is to retire because this man.
Ooh, now it's reversed. Now Tony Bellew's got to retire. Boxing clinic. What do you got to say about this? Suleiman's
All I'm
at
saying,
your
all I'm
neck.
saying,
Suleiman, hold on. Suleiman's at your neck, and you ain't got nothing to say. What's up?
I mean, I
You
just
read. He
and
Debo.
all I gotta do is say, I mean, Tony Bellew did win the last fight. I mean, he didn't have a chance in the last fight, but he did win the last fight.
Wong. He had a torn Achilles. Wong.
No, he did not. Stop believing that. He was tired, man. The fifth round, he
What?
didn't tear that Achilles till later on in the fight. This fool did not train for the fight. Those injuries happen when you don't train
Hold on,
properly. He wasn't injured until the end of the
Suleiman, what were
fight.
you saying? Suleiman, what were you saying? I can't hear you.
Medical bill, man. Listen, when you go to the doctor, you can make that up.
Hold on. Suleiman. When you go to the doctor, bro, when you go to the doctor, do they tell you what round that you tore the Achilles in? They say what round he tore the Achilles in.
Yeah.
We look
Listen,
at this Achilles.
listen,
We look at this Achilles
a
tear.
boxing clinic. Listen to Suleiman. Suleiman, what you got to say?
Okay, he went to a medical. They repaired his surgically repaired his leg. He had a torn Achilles heel. He's the most courageous boxer we've seen last decade.
But you
I
know
mean,
what? I think Corey got a point, man. Because I'm looking at the fight again right now.
Uh-oh, here we
This
go.
motherfucker Haye do look tired right now. I mean,
See?
I don't see how a fucking Achilles can make you look tired.
Hold on, you
You know what I'm
said
saying? Like,
Corey
I'm
had a
looking at
point.
this
What are
shit.
you talking about?
I mean, CJ, my
Right.
bad,
Hey,
CJ.
man, smack this shit out
You
of
ain't
yourself,
never got
man.
a point, motherfucker, with your Mayweather class taking ass.
yo, check this out, Corey. Corey, yo, Corey, it's a pleasure, boy. I gotta go to work, Corey. I gotta
All
go
right,
to work. I see you.
Suleiman, man, it
Yo,
was a
All right,
listen,
pleasure,
Suleiman,
man.
bring your ass back on Saturday and
Yo!
take this
Hey,
L.
hey,
yo,
Suleiman, we're going live Saturday. You gonna be on?
yo, that's cool. Yo, what y'all think about Chris Eubank Jr. and Danny Jacobs matching? That match right there. I think they could make that fight, man.
What?
Eubanks.
Yo, where'd that come from? He
Like,
just came off a law. What happened?
Hey,
And Danny
yo,
Let's get to
Jacobs got
work, bro.
murdered.
hey,
to go
do
He
y'all
down.
got Daddy Jacobs.
hey, do y'all remember Bellew knocking Haye out the ring? He knocked that
Huh?
motherfucker out
He
the
had a
ring, bro.
torn Achilles. He fell out the ring.
No, that's
Man,
what
fuck out of
happened.
here, man. What's gonna be
Suleiman,
this?
Suleiman, he said he knocked him out the ring. Come on,
I'm
Suleiman.
looking at it
Oh
right
my
now.
Hey,
god.
so Troy, you changing your mind?
Hey,
Yo,
man, I'm
hey,
looking at this shit. It's kind of hard, man. I'm gonna stay with Haye,
What'd
but
you
he
say,
needs to knock out
Suleiman?
the ring, though.
Suleiman, what'd you say?
whole career, yo, Tony Belly's career is based completely like everybody's praising him because he beat David Haye. That's the only great thing he ever did. He
Yeah. Oh man, everybody dropped. I get to show to myself, man. How's everybody doing today, man? How's everybody doing today? Yo, everybody's back. They back. They back.
Hey,
Yo,
Trey. So
that shit
Trey, man.
wow, man. That's just wow.
So Trey, before he started looking tired or this Achilles, who was winning the fight? Who was outboxing who?
listen,
So
You
guys,
gotta
his
Suleiman, tell him what you gotta say, Suleiman, before you
listen,
head out.
when you got a torn Achilles heel, man, you barely still stand up, boy. The pain alone, and he's fighting in a world class fight.
Hey,
Now,
hey, Suleiman, this is what Larissa Johnson said in the chat. She said, yeah, I agree with Suleiman too about fighting with an injury like that for 5 rounds. It takes a lot of mental power to get through that. What's going on, Cali Enigma? Suleiman's here. Suleiman, repeat.
okay, yo, my pick is David Haye. David Haye brings the power, the ring generalship, the experience, the world class experience. I mean, it's at par with Anthony Joshua's and his resume. So I mean,
So
how you gonna
Suleiman, if a guy like Boxing Clinic is picking Bellew, what is your rebuttal?
okay? Well, my opinion is that he's picking him because the last fight.
And he's not,
Because
hold on, Suleiman, he's not picking him by decision. He's picking him by knockout.
well, I don't know how you're gonna beat that. The guy's a blown up cruiserweight, not blown up light heavyweight because he got knocked out. You ever seen the fight Adonis Stevens against him? He looked horrible, bro. He has no. He looked like a cold boy. He looked like a bar fight. So, if you're gonna fight a guy like David Haye like that, and David Haye has no injuries,
Oh
it's gonna
my
be
God.
because yo, he was hurting him with his jab, bro.
That's what I was trying to tell him. They didn't want to listen. Boxing Clinic's
He's getting
afraid to
beat
come
down.
back now.
Okay, well, if I hope Boxing don't be embarrassed, man. Listen, man.
Oh,
He had Cole and CJ neck tonight, man. What's up, Superman?
Suleiman,
I'm
I mean,
saying,
how do
yeah.
you, hey, Suleiman, how do you feel about it? The Boxing Clinic's pick? I mean, he picked Tony Bellew to knock David Haye out early.
I don't know how you're gonna pick on what. Based on what? On the last fight because the man had torn leg. He has torn Achilles heel, bro. He's the most courageous fighter once again I've seen, and the guy has. He's David Haye. That's the
He
haymaker.
he
His
Hold on,
punches.
hold on. So
His,
Hey,
what about
Suleiman, he
Diego
fought 5
Corrales?
rounds.
What about Corrales
Suleiman.
when he fought that Mexican, man? What's that fight? Goddamn, what's that Mexican they say damn near beat Mayweather?
Madonna,
Juan
Nah, the
Castillo, something?
yeah,
Castillo?
yeah.
Castillo.
So David Haye is more courageous than Chico Corrales when he fought Castillo. That was some courageous shit, man, in that last round, bro. You tripping.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good fight. That was a good fight, but But I mean, like Suleiman saying, he's pretty much saying that he's courageous for fighting for 5 rounds on a torn Achilles, right,
Yeah,
Suleiman?
Muhammad Ali fought
Yeah.
with a broken jaw. Shit, even that motherfucker
Dog,
Joe.
the torn
Floyd
Achilles,
fought
you
with a
can't.
torn rotator cuff.
Yo, a torn Achilles, you can't walk. Do y'all not understand that?
And you getting
No,
You
that's
punched
some
in
can't
the
painful
face,
shit.
man.
Do you
punch
not
like that.
understand that? You can move around with a torn rotator cuff. You can move
That's what
around with a broken jaw. It's hard for you to move in boxing.
But ain't
To
nobody
move.
punching it. Ain't nobody punching your Achilles, bro. They punching your jaw.
Man,
Silly,
this
nigga.
dude, man,
so I
Trey, you
see you
can't.
guys, man.
All right, yo.
Yo,
All right, Suleiman. Peace out, man. Hey, yo, Trey X, man, talking to you is like talking to a fucking third grader, man. They don't fucking learn, man. You fucking idiot, man. Hey, Callie, man, what's good, man? Welcome back, man. God damn. What's good, Callie? You there?
We
Callie
thought you was
popped
back,
up.
bro.
Callie faked us out, man.
He
50
been
bucks.
hacked. He's been hacked.
Uh, but yeah, Trey X, man, stop with all that fuckboy shit, man. I told you about that last show, all right? You ain't learned shit from last show. You still on that
And if
bullshit.
I'm learning from you, I'm a stupid motherfucker. I will never learn shit from you, Corey.
Man, y'all niggas is hilarious, bro.
Oh, this nigga Trey X, man. Stop smoking that bullshit, man. You might get your picks better if you stop smoking that rabbit shit.
I'm
That
about to go
bullshit
fire up the
ass.
gas in a
And
minute.
that man, that ain't no fucking gas, motherfucker. That's run down lawnmower weeds, nigga.
Hey, get out my Texas boo boo, man. For real, man. Hey,
This
but what
nigga,
y'all
this
got that
nigga,
Badu Jack fight
this
for,
nigga
bro?
Trey X smoking mulch, man. What's up, though, Trey X? So so you got Tony Bellew winning, or you got David Haye winning?
I got David. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and stay with it. Even
You
though he
gonna
did
stay
get his
with it?
bitch ass knocked out the goddamn ring his last fight, I'm gonna stay with him though, your brother.
That's it. But see, that's what I'm saying. That takes a strong guy to pick something like that because,
Oh, I thought you, boy. All right, go
yo,
ahead.
what you was at? My neck again?
I thought you about to say it take a strong motherfucker to get knocked out the ring. My bad.
Yo, this dude wild, yo. This dude.
Nah, but who y'all got in the Badu Jack fight though?
The Badu Jack fight, Black Horseman. I'm gonna let you go first, man. We got this fake ass nigga Cali in here. I keep looking at his picture. This nigga got his dub sign up and ain't talking.
Right.
Go ahead,
He
Black
throwing
Horseman.
up that blood over there. He ain't even moving shit. But
This nigga
yeah,
just paused and shit.
froze. Man, I think last time you asked me, I said Stevenson got Stevenson left hand was gonna be the winner, man. But I don't know, dog. I said I'm rooting still for Badu Jack. I want him to win, but I just don't know if he can pull it out against Stevenson, Donna Stevenson. And I mean, when was the Donna Stevenson last fight? To be honest, man, because it's just
When
like
when he
I
fought
don't see
that
enough of him.
when he fought that motherfucker that whooped Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
That white guy that
Yeah, motherfucker name.
from Russia or some shit.
Yeah, I can't think. I'm gonna have to look it up, bro.
Yeah, he did beat his ass. I remember he was knocking his ass silly.
Badu
Um,
Jack kind of remind me of that dude too, bro. With his
I
style.
think I think
Well,
Badu is way more skillful than him.
He
who is
I
might
think
be
more?
more
Badu.
more
skillful,
skillful.
but the other guys a lot bigger, and I do feel like they style kind of resemble each other. I agree with you that Badu Jack more talented.
I just don't think Badu got the power, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, to really just, like I feel like he'll probably can, out busy Stevenson, but that left hand, when you get hit, I think we start getting hit with them heavy shots from Stevenson, he might get on his back foot and change his style up a little bit. I don't think he's gonna be able to, because Badu kind of comes forward, you know what I'm saying? He kind of fights better. His fighting style is just kind of coming forward and throwing combinations and stuff like that, but I don't think he's gonna be able to come forward like that on Stevenson, because Stevenson is gonna be looking to counterpunch him with that straight left. And once
But
that
let me
straight
tell
left
you,
land,
but Horseman, let me tell you something, man. That motherfucking Hondown Stevenson, man. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Goddamn, Badu Jack's been knocked out before. The Rippers got ripped. Let me be honest now. And by a journeyman at that. Go ahead.
what he got? One loss, right?
Yeah, but he almost did some Jay Leon Love shit. You know,
Oh
he
wow.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
he
got
get
blitz.
dropped by what's your
He
boy
got
name? The nigga
he got
that got all that power. The
no,
black dude.
he Adonis Stevenson, but see they both got knockout losses because Badu Jack lost to a journeyman named Derek Edwards, I think his name is.
Yeah, he did get his ass
And
knocked
then
out.
Adonis Stevenson, I've seen that video one time and they took that video down from YouTube after I've seen it, man. It was a while back. But Adonis Stevenson got knocked the fuck out, went to sleep against Darnell Boone.
Right. Okay, that's his Boone. I was trying to think. I said it was a black dude.
Yup,
Yeah,
that's
Darnell
sure is.
Boone.
Yup.
But
Darnell
so
Boone.
Darnell
Yup.
Boone knocked him out.
Cold.
Oh, I thought he just got, you know what I'm saying, dropped,
Co-
and then came back and
co-
won the fight or something. I thought he
cold.
got knocked out by
Cold.
somebody else.
When I mean he was like this. He was like this in the corner, dog. He was like that. He was like this in the corner. When they knocked him out, he was like this in the corner. He got knocked out on the corner of the ring, and after he got knocked out, he was like this on the corner of the ring, just like the Amir Khan, Brettis Prescott. He was like this.
Damn, saying a prayer and shit.
I was like, "Yo, is that the Superman?"
Hey, that nigga Darnell Boone said he had RJ Ward looking under the bed.
No,
He said he had RJ Ward looking under the bed. You remember he dropped RJ Ward back in the day too.
But I will say on Adonis Stevenson's behalf, he did fight Darnell Boone in a rematch, and he did knock his ass out.
Oh, okay.
So
he got that kid back.
he got that get back. I will say that he did get that get back, and that was live. That was aired live. That actually was, a Showtime fight, I believe.
Hear that shit? Y'all already know what time it is. That's what it's gonna be.
This nigga right here.
Oh my! This dude got the Clark Kent. Get this Clark Kent ass nigga out.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh shit. That's his pick, huh?
Yeah, man. I was looking, bro. That fighter that he fought last was Andreas Fonfara. And I agree with you when you say that Badu Jack is more talented, but I do feel like they got a very similar style. So I think Badu Jack's style is a good matchup for Stevenson. I think Stevenson probably gonna stop him. I say in about 9-10 rounds.
He said he got a good style, but he gonna get stopped.
No,
Alex Santos.
I'm saying that I'm saying Badu Jack has a good style for Stevenson. I'm saying like it's a bad matchup for Jack.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay.
Hey, Alex Santos says in the chat, he says, I wish we could have seen the Ward versus Adonis Stevenson fight. That would have been Andre Ward versus
Hey, Corey
Adonis.
Lee, what you feel about? You think Ward ducked that, or he just, he was just ready to retire?
No,
he could have went out and got that strap, bro.
No, I mean what I think is, I don't think he ducked that. I think if anything, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I think if anything, Ward, he got older and he knew that, there was some young guns in that 175-pound division. And my personal opinion is, I think the winner of the Adonis Stevenson versus Badu Jack fight, that will not be the best light heavyweight in the world. My personal opinion about the light heavyweight, I think it's either between Bivol is the best light heavyweight in the world, or my favorite pick, the number one light heavyweight in the world from Corey Lee's boxing is Artur Beterbiev. He's the most duck fighter in boxing right now. Anthony Yarde turned down a title fight. He said he wanted.
I heard about that.
He wanted zero smoke. This is how bad that Archer in it. And you know what's so crazy, dog? You know how I'm so ahead of my time? I made an Archer Beterbiev video literally a month and a half ago to today's date. A month and a half ago. And then I broke the news that Anthony Yarde turned down the title fight. If you go back and look at my Archer Beterbiev video, and I said the most duck man in boxing. If you go back and look at that, I put on there, I said Archer Beterbiev was Anthony Yarde was offered a title shot with Archer Beterbiev, and he turned it down. Him and Frank Warren, because Frank Warren is promoter. Yeah, I said they turned it down. And then a month and a half later, it's supposed to be breaking news. Get the fuck out of here. Corey Lee Boxing broke it first, baby. We're number one in boxing, baby. Right here. Corey Lee's Boxing. But what I'm gonna say right now is I think that Archer Beterbiev, has that great European style, come forward, strong fighter. that only lasts a certain amount of time in boxing. He is getting older, so I think that Artur Beterbiev needs to get in his elite fights within the next 2 years, or it's downhill for him. He's already about 31 or 32 years old. He turned pro late, and he only has about 11 or 12 fights. But this is how ducked that Artur Beterbiev is, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all how ducked this guy is. In the IBF ranking, when it was ready to fight, when Andre Ward vacated all his belts from beating Sergey Kovalev, the IBF strap, the number one mandatory was Artur Beterbiev. He was the number one mandatory for 2 years. When Artur Beterbiev was waiting in the wings and he was ready for him to fight somebody, they went through, and I put this on everything, they went through 1 through 8 in the IBF ranking, and every fucking one of those guys said no to Artur Beterbiev. 1 through 8. He wound up fighting Colin at 9. I know my shit, dog. I broke the story a month and a half ago.
I agree with Robert Stewart. Bivol will beat his motherfucking ass.
Wow.
And then hold
y'all think Bivol will beat Stevenson?
I think Bivol will be better.
Oh, what's up, DJ Georgie Porgy? Robert Stewart said Bivol beats Beterbiev. That's a tongue twister. Bivol beats Beterbiev. Yeah. But my personal opinion about that is, man, like I said, a lot of casual fans don't know about these European fighters. Us hardcores, we do. And my personal opinion about the whole situation is, I think that Bivol is a very, very strong fighter, and I think that Artur Beterbiev is a very, very strong fighter.
It'll be a good fight for sure.
I'm gonna tell you how strong Beterbiev is. Beterbiev, when he fought in I want to say the Pan Am Games, he fought at heavyweight. He fought at the 200 plus pound heavyweight. They got a super heavyweight, and then they got a heavyweight. He fought at heavyweight, and he fought Alexander Usyk, my number one favorite fighter in the world. Artur Beterbiev beat him. Artur Beterbiev beat him, dog. I'm not saying that's saying a whole lot, because that was an amateurs and you're supposed to learn. But I know Lomachenko remembers those 2 fucking losses he got in the amateurs. And to be honest with you, even Terrence Crawford brought up that Danny Garcia beat him in the amateurs. And even Earl Spence brought up that Omar Figueroa beat him in the amateurs. So that shit, they say they don't care about the amateurs, but mind you, they remember that shit. They remember that shit. They know who got denied.
Did you say Danny Garcia beat Terrence Crawford?
Yup, it was a split 1-1. It was a split 1-1. Terrence Crawford won one match, and Danny Garcia won the first. Danny Garcia won the first match in the amateurs, and then Terrence Crawford won the second match. Yep.
Damn.
And then when Artur Beterbiev fought Usyk, he was going up a weight division because he was a 175 pounder. He went up to heavyweight to fight Usyk, and he wound up going through the whole tournament. And Usyk and Beterbiev fought for the championship, and Beterbiev wound up winning and got gold medal.
I knew you was about to say that the way you was looking. Your boy got his ass whooped.
This nigga. Yo, this dude off the chain, dog.
Hold on, let me read something real quick. Hold on, DJ Georgie Porgy. Don't tell that motherfucker he be breaking news. We'll hear a story, then Corey make a video the next day. So that motherfucker don't break shit.
Yo, why you be this dude off the chain, yo? IBF so-called rankings are a joke. Yeah, and that's another thing. Yo, Larissa Johnson says say that 3 times fast. What Bivol versus Beterbiev? Bivol versus shit, that shit's hard, dog. But yeah, I mean, my personal opinion is with the whole 175 pound weight division, let me know what everybody in the comment section right now, everybody that's listening in the comment section, if you're listening to Corey Lee's Boxing, I want to know your number 1 light heavyweight in the world. Let me know. Mark it down in the comments. I will read them off, and I want to know who. I'm pretty sure none of y'all have Bivol. Beterbiev number 1. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have Bivol. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys still have Kovalev. So I'm real curious to see on who y'all got being number 1 in the light heavyweight division. I'm gonna start with you, Black Horseman, and I'm gonna go to Trey X. Who is
I'm
your
gonna
number
be,
one light heavyweight?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't know nothing about this guy, Better Beef, or that you speaking on. Like I have
He
not
beat
seen no fights
Kovalev.
on him.
He beat Kovalev in the amateurs. That's like the biggest thing I done heard about him.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be flat out honest with you. I
he
don't know
fought.
much about him.
His amateur pedigree is, is
They,
I'm not gonna say godlike, but it's up there. Better Beef's amateur experience, and what we've seen so far in his pro fights have been just flawless, pretty much. He did get a flash knockdown against Jeff Page. I don't think he was hurt. I think he was just off balance. He got back up to stop him 2 rounds later, viciously,
Hmm.
viciously. This guy's a vicious puncher. He fights about once a year. He did get 4 or 5 fights his first 1 or 2 years, and then after that, he just went downhill. And he had promotional disputes. He tried to leave his promoter in Canada because he's out of the Canada gym. He spars with David Lemieux every day, and this guy's one of the hardest punchers in the game, man. I'm being honest with you. There's a reason why 1 through 8 ducked him, and 1 through 8, one of them was Jesse Hart. Yes, one of them was Jesse Hart, and Marcus Brown was one of them as well. And my personal opinion about the whole. Nah, hold on. Marcus Brown was the one. Yeah, because I get them two mixed up. Marcus Brown ducked Archer Betterbeef. Marcus Brown could either fight Archer Betterbeef or he could have fought Sergey Kovalev, and he picked Kovalev. So,
Yeah.
my personal opinion about the light heavyweight division, I think Better Beef is the number one light heavyweight in the world. And we
Well,
got
just from what I've seen Corey, like I say, to be honest with you, I don't follow light heavy that much. Like I said, when War got there, I was really paying attention to it. But like I said, I did see Bivol in his last fight,
mm,
and I was like, man, this motherfucker is skillful
yeah,
like a motherfucker.
yeah, man.
And I could see
Yeah,
Sergey really not going
who
that
was
route. You know what I'm
skillful.
saying? What's the
Bivol.
name? Bivol?
Yeah,
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 him.
Bivol. A lot of guys saying that Andre Ward was the reason why Andre Ward retired is because Bivol was in line for the very next title shot in all the titles that was on the line.
I
Bivol was the
mean,
very
nah.
next fighter that was ready.
I still would have picked Andre
Did
Ward.
you
You know
see?
what I'm
But did you
saying?
see what Bivol? Did you see what Bivol did to
Sullivan
Barrera?
Barrera. That was a
Yeah, yeah,
nasty
I did.
ass
Yeah, I did.
that got my
I
attention.
mean, yo, when he dismantled Barrera like that,
He
Sullivan
did.
Barrera, when he did dismantle him like that, Andre Ward never did that. Andre Ward won
But that was for
a
you got
12
to
round.
be honest. That was Ward's at first fight
In like
at
2 years.
like yeah. So it was like it was his first fight at that weight, and you know what I mean. He was just getting acclimated and stuff like that. He had a long ass layoff and shit, and then that was after they pressured him to go up and weight and shit to fight Sergey. So he had to fight him to get that strap, whatnot. So I mean, yeah, I mean, Bibble, I mean, it's like, but you fought Ward's leftovers, you know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't really give him that much credit for that, even though he looked good. But he's still young though, and it's just like to me, I don't even rank him. Like I don't even know if he'll be able to beat Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all still think he'll get in there and just dismantle Stevenson like that? Even though Stevenson just like, I don't know why the WBC be letting that fool just do whatever he want to do with that
Yeah.
belt, but
At this stage in his career, I think he might whoop Stevenson, bro. That motherfucker young and hungry Stevenson. Shit, he on the way out, bro. He ain't gonna be here too much longer. How old is Stevenson? About 40?
he in his 30s. He's definitely been in his 30s for a minute.
Yeah, he about 39, 40, something like that. So I might have to go with Bivol on that, bro. He young and hungry.
Yeah, so I mean, I got to look up this guy when we get off the call. I got to look up this Better Beef dude and see,
He can
look
fight
at
now.
his pedigree.
Fight that wolf looking motherfucker can fight, bro. I'll give that.
No,
Yeah,
that's right.
he can fight.
Werewolf ass nigga. Huh? Yeah, I
Okay,
think I seen
looking
pictures of him. I
nobody.
just haven't seen him fight.
Yeah, he's one of those fighters, man, but he actually went through the same type of dispute with his manager promotion company, just like Mikey Garcia did. It took him out of, he actually was when he had his title shot, he actually was in the middle of his dispute with his promotional company. That's odd though for him to get a title shot and go through the promotional shit he was going through. But
You guys
he
talking about
just
Anthony Yard? That when he
oh
ducking
this
Better Beef?
oh this nigga, man, you're fired from all Corey Lee's boxing channels.
Hit
This
the Eddie
guy,
Hearn button on this nigga, bro.
you've been a no show for 5 hours. Where the fuck have you been?
Man, I get caught up, man. Every time I think that I got time, something
Hey,
comes
Man,
up.
we don't want to hear that
Hey,
shit,
hey,
Callie. We know
hey,
baby got you
Larissa.
Nigga
over there
changing
tucked
tires and
in.
shit.
Hey,
Yeah, baby
Larissa
got Callie
Johnson.
tucked in.
Hey, Larissa Johnson, close your ears. Callie Enigma, you been licking the hell out of the pussy. Leave it alone.
Callie tongue
This
hard as
nigga lips
fuck
chapped
over
in the motherfucker.
This nigga licking his lips as soon as he gets in here. Hey, I know about this. Yeah, I bet you do, motherfucker. You've been listening while you've been licking.
Speaking of Anthony Yard,
Yeah.
This nigga says, "Huh, yard? Did you say yard?" Silly ass nigga, man.
That's what
Go
she
ahead,
said.
go ahead, Callie,
Yeah.
man. This nigga Callie, man, he come out of nowhere. Yard. Go ahead, Callie, man. Go ahead, man. Get your shit in, man. You got
No,
a lot of
I
catching up
don't.
to
I'm
do.
not mad at Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard pretty much said that he's still a prospect. So how can you get mad at a dude who's pretty much saying he's still a prospect and he's not ready for a dude? It ain't like he out there trying to compete for a championship. So if he is not really a duck when he's still basically stating that he's still learning and trying to get ready, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean
ain't
that
nothing
is.
worse than a scared swole nigga though.
He said
But you forget though, he
yeah,
learned the sport. He learned the
but
sport
nah, but
late.
look, I'm gonna be
And
honest. And his not his last fight, but his fight before last, not the very last fight, but the fight before last, he fought he fought a guy that was, he was a titleist. I mean, he was a contender at one point. He got hit a lot in that fight,
he
and that
got
guy
hit
was
with them
moving up.
right hands, man. He need to get out
Yeah,
that
man.
shoulder roll. He
And
don't have the experience.
just imagine if that was a Kovalev.
Exactly. He needs to get out that shoulder roll. He does not have enough
And
experience
to be
to be
honest with
using
you, the
that shit.
Kovalev is the WBO champion, and and um and fucking Anthony Yard has a WBO Intercontinental champion. If you're going to Sergey Kovalev route, you're gonna get washed, nigga. The fuck out of here with that shit, dog. Anthony Yard's getting washed. He gotta get better, man. His defense is suspect.
That right hand landing all day.
Yeah, Callie. I mean, so I don't mean to to go hard on your boy like that, but I mean, if the facts are the facts. The guy's not ready, man.
yeah, he's saying he's not ready. That's my point. He actually says he's not ready. So I can't get mad at the guy who's saying he's not ready when he's
But
not ready. It's clear.
he had to say something because that shit then went out into the public. That he's pretty much ducking that wreck, and pretty much every fighter. That's and that's another thing too, man. Boxing 10, 20 years ago, you get that first title call, you're gonna answer it, unless you're like a Sugar Ray Leonard and stuff like that. But if you're unless you're like a very, 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 very highly touted Olympic gold medalist prospect like that, you don't turn down world title shots. I'm sorry, you
But here's the
don't.
thing, though. I'm telling everybody, because everybody, I need UK fans. You guys gotta understand this. The best training in the world ain't coming from that side, man. With the exception of maybe one or two trainers. Most of the trainers, most of those UK guys, when they improve, they come here. And I would think Anthony Yard would do himself he would help himself out mentally if he came here and got some training from some American coaches, man. That I really believe that.
Yeah, that's
His
real.
coaches have never, you know what I mean? His coaches haven't really taught him very well. Guys get better when they come here. It's just a fact. We know the history of that.
Mm-hmm.
You think Anthony Yard should come to the US?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
I
you don't
do.
think his coaches are good enough?
Hell no.
Who is his coach?
He's got a couple African guys.
He better come to
Man, he got
America.
some Nigerian dudes. I guess like some Nigerian dudes, man. I think one of them's from I can't completely remember, but like they don't. I mean, if you've seen some of the clips of him training, it's not that special, man. I'm just telling you, he would do himself justice coming here.
Oh, hello? Hello?
Oh, I hear you.
No, he answered the phone.
Somebody called me on my phone joint. I think that was Suleiman. I don't know what Suleiman's trying to call in. Suleiman, if you're listening, dude, I know you probably got something to say about this division because I've heard you talk on this division before. Suleiman, if you want, just click the link that we sent you earlier. That link still works. He's still
Yeah.
calling. Hey, y'all go ahead and talk, man. I'm gonna try to get this shit straight with Suleiman.
I got him on the phone right now.
The fuck?
Oh
This
shit! I
nigga
don't know.
Suleiman. Hey, Callie, you missed it, man. Suleiman was schooling boxing clinic, dog. Cause boxing clinic felt like he's picking Tony. Hey, matter of fact, let's get your pick, man. What do you feel who gonna win Tony Bellew and David Haye?
I got David Haye, man.
Yeah, boxing clinic was picking Tony Bellew by stoppage, and Suleiman had to
Oh,
drop
but
that,
I mean, it's not like
educate
it's
that
not
boy.
possible. I mean, if his arm fault go out again or his leg,
Right.
I mean, it's not. That's not
Yeah, man. That's what I was saying.
like not
If he don't get injured,
gonna get knocked.
you was cutting in and out, bro.
Blow up, huh?
Go ahead. You was cutting in and out a little bit.
Hey,
Oh,
yo,
what?
Callie, you sound like you got a Walmart track phone. What the fuck are you doing? Did you switch phones, lady?
No, is it better? I was saying if he blow out of like another Achilles or his elbow blow out or something like that, hand or something. I mean, he gonna get so many different injuries. You know what I mean? His ass cheek blow out. I don't know, man. This dude, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this dude is like a walking fucking mash unit, bro. I mean, it's just a matter of time. So that's always so scary. That's why people will be hesitant to pick David Haye because it's like, man, every time you turn around, this dude injured. So it's not out. It's not. It's come on. You know, it's not that reckless to pick Tony Bellew. Not that Tony Bellew going to do anything. It's that is David Haye going to hold up?
Yeah.
Hey, Ronald Finkley, if you want to donate to the show, I got the Cash App, and
Don't
under the
hear that
Cash App,
motherfucker shit.
is Corey Lee Boxing, man. If y'all want to donate to the channel, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get a new computer. This computer I got is trash. I got an old ass MacBook, man. Look how old this is, dog. I'm gonna be getting a new one soon, man. But I'm gonna be getting a new one soon, though, man. But I mean, like I
You
said,
good,
man, I'm just
man.
trying to get it together, man. But yeah, you could just if you got the Cash App, it's Corey Lee Boxing hashtag cash tag or whatever it is. But Corey Lee Boxing, y'all. So yeah, my personal opinion about everything, I think that the 175-pound division is gonna be smoking soon. Archer Beterbiev just signed with Top Rank. You got other things like Adonis Stevenson. And you got Adonis Stevenson and Badu Jack fighting. That's only for one strap. Remember that Badu Jack had the WBA regular strap. Where does that go now that he vacated that? Because the WBA regular strap, I think they need to get rid of that regular shit, man. I mean, you got Manuel Charr riding around in Lamborghinis thinking he's the fucking champ. He's talking about let's go champ. Dude. You will get sparked by the top 10 heavyweights in the world. How does a guy like that get the belt, dog? Can anybody answer me that? I really want to know that, man.
Who you said was riding around like that?
Manuel Charr.
Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who that is, bro.
Manuel Charr. He's like a fucking heavyweight from like Poland or some like one of those countries out there. I forgot, like near Europe. He's like a Europe country. But anyways, he's got the WBA regular title, and pretty much what Blood Boxing was saying earlier. Callie, you still there? And what Blood Boxing was saying earlier is that if Manuel Charr is a WBA champion, and Gennady Golovkin had 8 defenses with that same belt, and when we look at the WBA heavyweight champion, y'all, don't we look at Anthony Joshua? Don't you recognize the WBA champion of the world as Anthony Joshua, right?
Yeah.
Hey man, Ronald Finkley trying to give you his number. Write that shit down so you can erase this shit.
Oh shit, my bad, Ronald Finkley. My bad, doggy. All right, go ahead. I got you, dog. Go ahead, man. But yeah, niggas cracking on the MacBook in the chat. I should have never shown my old computer, dog. But yeah, man, like I said,
Niggas gonna be
just a
unsubbing for that shit.
Man, it's just a startup joint. He said that's that 05 MacBook. Nah, man, that shit a little newer than '05, man, but it is old, man. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much one of those type of deals, man, where I mean, I'm just starting from the bottom, man, and working my
They
way
said
up,
you wear
man.
the. They said you wear the Starberries. These niggas is crazy.
But yeah, man. So what do you guys? I mean, on the whole, situation that's going down this weekend. If Triple G wins, y'all, where do y'all got Triple G going after he wins and beats Bonus Martirosyan?
Retirement.
He
It's a
gonna lose the
trap.
Yo,
IBF belt.
this
Hold on.
nigga, as soon as
Say that.
we on the topic he want to talk about, he just jumps in.
Yeah,
He
let
avoids
us talk about Triple
everything we
G,
talk
dog.
about, man.
I'm saying,
God damn.
as soon as the IBF
Did
gonna
you
strip
hear
him
what
of
I
his
said,
title.
nigga?
I heard what you said, nigga. Hey, you know what,
Ah,
Corey? What
Dub,
happened to the Houston Rockets?
Dub,
What happened to the Houston
no.
Rockets?
No.
What happened to the Houston Rockets, bro?
hey,
Y'all
hold up,
trying to
Bally.
lose, so you're gonna
Hold
get
up,
beat down by
hold
the
up,
Warriors,
Bally.
huh?
Hold up,
So
Bally.
again,
Shout out to all the people that said that Philly was gonna blow out Boston. Most people don't know shit about sports.
no, they don't.
Nigga
And here's the
Roger
thing, you know what's
Mayweather
funny?
of
It
basketball
don't.
and shit.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell it like this. It don't matter anyway. The Warriors winning the championship. I mean, everybody just playing for the right to lose to the Dubs, man. I mean, just a matter of time. I know you ready for this, Corey. But I was trying to get on Triple G, but I
Nah,
have to
bro.
set it
You know
straight
you
right
ain't
quick.
ready, dog. Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
That's why he
Chill,
switched.
bro.
He got the San Antonio Spurs, the team that the Warriors already beat down. So he got the Spurs hat on right now.
Oh no. Nigga, this nigga, you terrible, bro. But Chad, man, if y'all like boxing, man, I am a Warriors fan, man, and I mean I am a fucking
I know you're a
Rockets
Warriors
fan.
fan, brother. I understand
I'm
that.
looking at
You
the
see that?
dumbass
What does that
hat,
say?
dog.
That says the
Dumbass hat.
town. The Warriors hat. You see that right there, brother? The town that represents the Dubs.
Yo, this nigga terrible, man. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
But like I was saying about Triple G, he gonna drop the IBF. He gonna end up losing the IBF belt, and then he gonna go fight Canelo Alvarez because he don't want to take no risk with Sergey Derevchenko. So at the end of the day, we know where he going. He going to go. He begging Canelo for a fight. Please pay me. Canelo is like that. It's like crystal meth or crack, man. Please play me. Come on, man. I'll do whatever it takes. Let me get that fight, man. Please. I don't care if I win. Just let me get some more of that money. I don't care how many drugs you've taken. Please. Please, you can take any steroid you want. Just let me get that fight. I apologize, baby. I won't talk bad about you again. That's too.
What? What the fuck did you just say, dog?
You heard Triple G. You know what Triple G trying his best. He trying to trying to take one more hit.
Yo, Black Horseman, did you hear anything this nigga just said? What did he just say, dog?
He basically called Triple G a fiend. He said that nigga boy, he fiending for that opportunity to reface Canelo. You know what I'm saying? But shit, yeah.
Hey,
And then I mean they contradicted the fuck out of themselves. Abel Sanchez came out and said Triple G fights for the sport. You know, he's not really focused on the money. I'm like, what? But you ducking all the top fighters in the division to just go after, but you want to wait around for Canelo, you know, for that big money fight. But if it wasn't for that, if you just fighting for the sport, then I mean everybody that's in your division, you should be able to get smoked with all of these guys. But I'm so full
Hey,
of
Black.
they so
Hey,
full of
remember?
shit.
Hey, remember when Abel said that? He said, "Oh, it's always been about the money. You don't fight. You say you fight for money." Now he changing it up because he's trying to sell them tickets over there at StubHub and Carson. You know what I mean? And no one buying them tickets. So now they over there trying to beg people to go.
Yeah. Hey,
but
Paulie
yo,
Malignaggi said that Triple G is in for a hell of a fight too. He said he confident Martirosyan gonna give him a good fight.
Man, hell no. Man, coming off a 2 year
yo,
layoff,
who
losing
said
that
that?
weight.
Paulie Malignaggi.
Oh, he just trying to sell the fight. They didn't got
Probably
him guest speaking.
living, man.
You think so?
Paulie
But I
don't have
mean,
no reason to sell a
he
fight.
don't
It's
have no
fight for
reason though, because he's not
HBO.
affiliated with them. So I mean, I don't know why he would
Hey,
try to. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't see him at UK fights that ain't Showtime affiliated.
He worked for Sky
Mm.
Sports,
Come
Corey.
on now.
Scott, he
Hey,
worked for Sky Sports. Paulie works for Sky Sports and Showtime. That's why you seen him over there.
you said, come on, man. I don't know, man. But all I
Usually,
know
my
is
Malignaggi is okay with his predictions, and you know, I usually he usually say some shit, you know, some pretty good stuff. So I was just like, okay, maybe he sees something in Martirosyan because he said he got character, and he said he coming in there, and it's not gonna be no just no cakewalk for Triple G. He said it's gonna be a competitive fight. That's what he's seeing. So I don't know. I don't know whether to
And I
believe him or
don't bet
not. But
against that inactivity, and I got respect for Paula Malignaggi, but that don't mean that you on your A game all the time. And I feel like he's slipping on this one. And I also feel like he was slipping in that Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz fight because he wasn't acknowledging shit Wilder was doing. Could be piecing him up, and he talking about how Ortiz staying calm and shit, and he getting his ass whooped. That's what's happening.
You know why?
yeah, he
Because
get around them other dudes, Bernstein and them
Probably
cats
like
start acting
Latina
different.
pussy, and he didn't want to make none of the Latina women that he be fucking with mad. So he had to side with
Oh,
Luis
this nigga.
Ortiz. So he probably be simping, man. He's still mad at Adrian Broner took his bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga.
My side piece.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying, O'Cali. I mean, since you're back on the show now, I mean, how are you feeling about the Tony Bellew David Haye fight?
Man, I see David Haye stopping him, man. As long as he can stay
All right,
healthy.
so we ain't got no beef. We ain't got no beef in that fight then, because your boy Boxing Clinic, Suleiman tore him a new one.
No, because
Real shit.
Suleiman went in, dog, on Boxing Clinic. That's the only dude he was talking to.
Wow, Suleiman finally winning because usually he be one
Suleiman went in, bro.
Man, this nigga woke up. He like this, yo. Yeah, he said that's a horrible pick. Who picked that?
Ooh,
Yo,
Hey, you know what?
he said that's an
Corey,
embarrassing thing.
Trey X. Remember what Trey X was saying? He said Jamal Charlo sat there and hit Centeno so hard that it woke. Because Suleiman been acting right normal ever since that Jamal Charlo knocked Centeno out.
Yeah,
he
ever since.
been kind of coming to his senses a little bit better now. I've been
He
kind of.
made Boxing Clinic get off the line, bro. He went in so hard. Boxing Clinic didn't even come back after that shit. He's like, nah, fuck this shit.
But my personal opinion about the Triple G versus Von Ness Martirosyan fight.
There you go.
I honestly think that he's coming off of that long layoff. Do y'all guys think that anything shy of a knockout would not look good for Triple G's resume?
That's a good question. We ain't seen a
Yep.
knockout in a while. I feel like he due for one. So that motherfucker needs to knock him out, bro. It's a failure.
And do y'all think that he'll get like a real knockout, or do y'all think he'll get a referee stoppage?
Well, here's the
'Cause
thing,
I
though.
think he'll get a referee stoppage.
He picked this fight to get a knockout to try to make him
He
look good.
handpicked it. He handpicked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, now listen, y'all. This is a fight where this is called, because last week we got it fucked up with the showcase fight. This is what you call a showcase fight. Last week was bad promotions by Eddie Hearn. Yeah. Oh no, everybody dropped when I said Eddie Hearn. Yo, everybody dropped when I said Eddie Hearn, yo. Oh my God.
Every single time you say this nigga name, bro, you drop a bomb on us. God, I mean, as soon as you got Hearn out, Eddie Hearn is bloop drop.
I swear, Eddie Hearn a beast, man.
That nigga's a beast, bro.
I can't, yo. How does this happen, yo? I don't understand. This is crazy, yo.
As soon as you said Eddie Hearn, it dropped everybody off the call, man.
Keep my name out your mouth, motherfucker.
Like,
Cali
dog,
Nick was bagging the pussy, man. About that.
Like, I honestly.
Hey, Cali, tell her to let you have a break, man. We like chopping it up with you, bro. Cali girl walked in, that nigga tongue got hard, the motherfucker. He just quit talking to her. Come back, Cali.
Yeah, but I feel you, Corey. Yeah, man. This should be a good look fight for Triple G in this one. But yeah, if it's anything short of a knockout, not no TKO ref trying to get involved and all that shit, stopping it. Like, he better knock this dude like his ass, you know what I'm saying? Face down, ass up, that type of shit. If not, shit, Triple G, man, it's a wrap. Because, yeah, when is the last time he got an actual knockout, Trey?
The last time he got an actual knockout, that was, shit. Let me go on Box Rec real quick. It was before that Kell Brook fight. Who did he fight, man?
Oh, yeah, the Kell Brook shit. Yeah, because that was a that was
Kell Brook. That's the last.
Yeah, Kell Brook. I forgot about that one.
But yeah,
but that's a smaller dude coming up.
My personal opinion about the whole situation is, I think that Kell Brook should fight, Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali right now, Liam Smith just pulled out of his fight.
Man,
So
that's the
Liam,
only person he can fight at the top at that division. Everybody else will beat the brakes off KO, bro.
this nigga terrible. Why every time you do that shit, dog?
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
true, man.
keeping it
Everybody else at
100,
the
bro.
top would destroy this man, dog. That's
But
crazy.
yo,
There's some
but
Everybody,
killers at 154. We should
but
go out to Lubin or
yeah.
some
And
shit.
to answer your question, bro, Dominic Wade was Gennady Golovkin last knockout victory. Not
Wow.
TKO, but KO.
Right, right.
but
And
yo,
that
let
was
me
back
know.
in
But yo,
2016, man.
in 2016,
Yeah, man, that
Sheesh.
was back in April of 2016. Last time he just knocked the motherfucker out.
Hey, since you still got it up,
yeah,
what's his knockout ratio at now? His knockout percentage at now?
I'm saying about 89, 87.
Well, he got 33 out of 37.
It should be on there. It's a percentage on there. It
Let me
should say
see.
KO ratio.
Oh yeah, 87%.
That was pretty good.
Oh, look, I
Good,
was
good,
right.
Corey. Nigga nailed that one.
Yeah,
Yo, I was
Probably
just thinking because
Eddie
I'm
Hearn to
like,
drop us off for that.
yo,
yeah.
Like these niggas, they got accurate percentages and shit. Fuck that. Boom. Crazy.
I can't believe I was right on that, man. But that's just crazy. But yeah, man, look, y'all, I want to know y'all closing statements, man. I'm gonna get to bed, man. 5 o'clock a.m. comes around quick around my parts. But I'm off for the
Oh
weekend,
yeah.
man, after tomorrow, man. And I can't wait, man. As soon as I get off work, dog, I'm gonna be man. I might bring my laptop, man, because I might do a live show as soon as I get off work, man. You know, I be working them 10-hour shifts, dog. No lunch, man. I gotta bring my lunch with me, and we gotta eat our lunch on the job. We can't leave the premises. But we get
Yeah.
paid for 10 straight hours, but still, man, that's just not like I haven't had a lunch in like a year or two, like a
Man,
like
we
a
don't want to hear
real lunch.
all the crying, man.
Oh, this nigga terrible,
What
bro.
he say?
He said, "Stop all your
Man, do I
crying and
gotta pull
all
out the
that."
violin, man? You want me to pull out the violin music again?
This nigga terrible, yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit, we gonna let you rest, man. I just appreciate you having
But
your
yeah,
platform. Looking forward to the weekend and shit, man. A lot of fights this weekend. So we got, like, say, Lomachenko, Linares. We got Triple G. I said, we just looking forward to the weekend, man. And you know what I mean? That's all I got, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep supporting Corey Lee, man. One of the hottest channels on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification bell so y'all know when he go live. And shit, appreciate the moderators, y'all holding it down and all of that good shit, man. Much respect, Corey.
Already.
yeah. Cal, you got anything to say, man?
Yeah, man. Thanks for letting me come on your platform, man. And you know what I mean? You know what I like about you, bro? Is that you
What's up?
about to become a Warriors fan and give up them damn brackets.
Oh, this nigga terrible, bro.
But 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 at the end of the day, you got the right pick, man. You got David Haye, Flatline, and Tony Bellew, as long as he don't break his any parts of his body. Because I'm telling you, let's put it this way: David Haye has been Mr. Unbreakable, Samuel Jackson. Remember the movie Unbreakable? Like I said, that's been
Yeah.
David Haye, bro.
Mr. Class,
So
Mr.
David
Class.
Haye, if he don't trip on some stairs or something like that, if he can make it to the ring safely, he has a chance. We got to make sure you sit down in the corner real careful. David Haye, just like out of nowhere, I'm out. So we got to make sure he can be safe and get to the ring. Other than that, man, we got this bullshit fight coming up Saturday against Triple G. And then if Triple G can go ahead and who cares? Who gives a fuck about that? Fight is bullshit anyway. Fuck Triple G. So at the end of the day, I really only care about the David Haye fight. Triple G, if he don't knock him out, he's a bum, and that's all I need to say.
I agree with that shit. Hey, let me go and get mine out the way. I appreciate you for letting me come on, bro. Everybody on the panel and shit, y'all all players and motherfucker. I appreciate everybody coming out to listen and shit. Hey, Callie, tell your woman to let you take a break next time, man. Come
No.
chop it up with us. You know what I'm talking about? But much love to everybody, man. Black Horseman, you know how we do it. So shit, I couldn't get on this morning because I had some shit to do. But if you do it again tomorrow, send your boy a link.
You talking about me? You couldn't get on. He couldn't get in this morning. Tell your woman to let you do something, bro. At
This
least
nigga
I
back
was
at you though.
able to get on at some point. You didn't want to even allowed on at all. She told you
Yeah.
you better go ass down. She said if you ever want to get some again, because she was about to cut you off, and you know you weren't gonna get on.
This nigga
Hey,
going
on some
hard
real
on
shit, my girl told me if I keep on doing these live streams, shit, she gonna throw my ass out. So I gotta pick them wisely. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that nigga when I sent him the chat, the invite last time. This nigga was in the comment section like, yo, what's up, everybody?
Yeah,
I'm like, check your email, nigga.
Hey, if you see me in the comments, that means I done already got talked bad to over here, bro. I can't get up.
Bro, I feel that, bro. It'd be the same way. It'd be like, you don't want to pay me no attention. I'm like, yeah, I am paying you attention.
Yeah, I be neglecting her and shit, bro. I was like, God damn.
But yo, this is Corey Lee's Boxing, man. Thanks for everybody listening, and thanks for the whole panel tonight. This has been another great show. We've been back with another banger. Peace.
Peace.
Go.